grand finals. The day is finally here. Some of you might have saved the date 3 months later. We didn't really know timing, but we're here at last. Me and Cookie,
Yeah,
the,
it kind
the
of came in
favorite.
like a fucking oh, cancel it immediately. Okay, cut the fun. No, we're back. It kind of came in like a roller coaster, really, coming in really quickly and fast. No one was expecting it to come up this quickly, but I mean, me and Cry finally back on a bench again. It's a bit more of a regular thing, and for grand finals nonetheless. Obviously neither of us could play because neither of our teams made it here. But it's the XL versus Fried, the underdogs versus the big dogs.
Yeah, rest in peace, Rome Legion. We were so close. I don't know what went wrong. We were close though. But yeah, I don't think anyone thought Fried was going to be here. Being deviant, Fission, Shook.
Man, I had it as soon as they took out us on Deviant. I knew they're gonna roll. I just had a feeling that they was gonna roll on through.
I mean, I had
Uh,
some positive vibes going forward, but like, we really we're here, and you're like, Fraud is in the second place team. Wow,
mhm.
after like a whole season of backlash. But before we get into this game, let's put it over to our awesome analyst desk. We got Kyle and Syntax. Let's hand it over to you guys.
Hey, how's it going, Kyle?
Hey, so we do have our grand finals. Finally, I didn't think I'd be here. I'm pretty Papega by myself, but so do you have any early predictions for the game or?
I think Excel's gonna take a quick 2 maps, and then I think Fried's gonna adapt, and they're gonna take at least one, possibly taking 2 maps before Excel close it out.
Yeah, for sure. I do have to agree. We saw how Excel kind of ran over Fission, and the Fission Fried game was really close for the losers finals. So I think it's gonna be pretty one-sided again, but I am excited to see how maybe Fried can pull an upset here. You never know.
It'd be very interesting because they did re-roster basically the beginning of the season or the beginning of playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be very interesting if they can actually pull it back. Just doing.
So yeah, I think
You also have the
it's gonna be it's gonna be very interesting. Like it's both sort of new lineups and everything like that, but they have made it all the way to our grand finals. So hopefully it will be an exciting game. I want to be here for quite a while. So I think we're gonna hand it back over to our casters and we'll start to get this game underway. We'll see you at halftime.
See you guys.
All right.
And
Cheers,
with
lads.
that, we're about to get into that. We're about to get into this game, I guess. I gotta look at the camera more. I'm looking at my mic or something. Being told by the people above me. Wait, there's no one there. I'm being told by the producer that I shouldn't be doing that anymore. So let's make it less weird. Okay, I'm gonna steer deep into your souls. But yeah, Cookie, any final remarks you want to say? Who do you think will come out on top here? Because I'm hearing a lot of 4-0 Frieds.
So man, like it's that anime style kind of build up, that story. I thought it was going to be the Deviant versus Excel, the story between the two rivals, but no, it's the Fried, the underdog. It's the typical Shonen Jump. I don't know about the results. I feel like Cell is going to win, but man, I've got hopes for Fried just because it would make a damn good story. Yeah, that's about it for me. We should be able to get in. How you feeling? What do you think is going to be here?
I mean, it could be a little bit of a pause games, a lot of pauses. I'm feeling that.
That is Excel's number one strat.
I'm hearing a lot of people going, easy game, XL 4-0, but Fried will win first map. That's my first prediction. Fried win map 1 hard. XL gonna get in their heads a little, okay? They're gonna get in their heads. They're gonna start feeling a little bad. They're gonna win map 2, but it's gonna be close, okay? And then Fried's thinking, we got this one, and then they win the next 3. That's my big brain analysis.
Okay. I mean, they've got a pretty good lineup. So the thing here is, before we get in, because Gramy's away, I almost want Excel to win just because of Gramy. I kind of slept on him a while back, but I kind of got respect for this man. He's a good DPS, and we planned to have nothing but Genji duels for the grand finals if Deviant made it. Not that we did, but that would have been a lot of fun. So unfortunately, he's gonna have to pull it out for me here. The team's really good, but you got to look at a lot of what makes these teams good, and that's the front line. That's being the tanks and the Reinhardts and how the teams protect them. And the thing is with Excel, eat your liver. No flame, but this man, he's a mega feeder. But a strategic one, a strategic feeder. He's
eating.
extremely aggro, and it works well most of the time. It's just sometimes he gets caught out with it. The team is very aggro. And Fried Papa Smurf is generally a good Reinhardt just constantly. He never really has insane feeding moments. And I think it might come down to that. If Fried can punish Excel's extreme aggression, I think they might do okay here, and especially with a tank line with Papa Smurf on it. I think they might actually manage to do something here. Just do anything at all. They might be allowed to play the game.
You might be allowed to play the game. I mean, if you watch the last game, we saw Papa Smurf dismantling the Shook tank of Sparky. That was hard to see. I mean, Sparky was playing very passive. And I think we also saw that when Liver played it. But both these Rhines, as you're saying, are both very aggressive, both alpha Rhines. So it's really which Rhine's gonna feed more, or which Rhine's actually gonna get the job done.
Yeah, become the Chad legend we need.
Yo, and quick thank you to Syntax, our resident analyst desk. I think that's 5,000. I'm a little illiterate, so I'm unsure. But thanks for the 5,000 biddies.
Ooh, the biddies.
Exactly, the biddies. And already we're seeing Excel using these stall tactics. They're yet to ready up for the game, and this is kind of how they play it. They like to get in your head, like to pause a lot. And I'm getting a little fed up myself. I'm in my own head.
Absolutely. Oh dear. Hopefully we get in here soon. Actually get to see a game tonight, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we got another nice dono from Juice. He dropped a nice little 500 biddies. Thank you, Juice, for that. I'll let you play Widow and Scrims without complaining. Yeah.
All right. So it's kind of difficult to say anything at this point,
Yeah,
Well,
I've run out of things to
mid-match?
say. We're running out of time. I'm checking the time on my watch. I don't know what to do. Like, I could do some art. I don't got anything around me. Like, I gotta entertain people somehow, right?
True. Apparently Grammy's back. We should be able to get into it. But yeah, like it's hard to stall at the very beginning of the series when we haven't seen anything. We can't be like, oh, this person's brain dead, or this person's Pog. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I guess we'll see something. But we finally get to go in. Map 1, Lijiang Tower, which everyone picks.
Yummy. And nice shout out to our other analyst desk person for Kyle for the 500 bits. We really appreciate it. He's hard at work. We're all hard at work here. That kind of stuff helps us put the stuff on,
Mm-hmm.
And we're into this match. We don't have any hero picks. What do you think people are going to run? Obviously, we're still running no Echo, if anyone was curious. So teams are running a lot of Rhine, Diva, Mei, that kind of stuff still.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got Zoom and Todian, who have been the resident Mei jailers. I think it's just going to be a case of, Mei McCree, Ryan, whatever these people are playing.
I mean, it looks like we're going to see a telly strat right to point. Both teams running the classic sim telly.
Yeah.
And it's going to be kind of a race. Who gets to point first? We do see the Orisa on the side of the Excel, and they're running a Sigma on the side of the Fried. So I think usually when you run this, you do want the Orisa, and usually it'll be a little more effective, but we're going to see how well the Fried does.
Yeah, I saw Toad bait the Junkrat too, which is annoying that he didn't run it because it's so powerful against this comp, especially with the speed boost. You can take out the enemy teleporter before most of the team can get through, and it's so strong.
And Fried's Telly's going to be out first, but Excel's going to be following it up right away. Excel will be set up on point first, but Eager Liver is going to be walled very early, and Fancy is going to find him. It's going to be up for the rest of Excel to follow up after losing their main tank, but Femel will die next. Very hard to do anything once you lost your Rhine. Lucio's looking for boops, but yeah.
The comp that Excel ran was very strong, especially with Femel on the Orisa. A good Orisa and a good map for it. If they got the Orisa set up, it would have been so difficult to be able to push in, but they didn't get that chance. And then the Rhine Sigma composition is just that much stronger. Sigma is just basically a better Diva and Xayah combined. does so much work, but it's kind of uncontested. This is going to have trouble pushing in.
Yeah, and we do see this team trying to push in again. Liver has to play a little more passive. He died last time, getting a little over aggressive because of this Mei wall, and he has to make sure that doesn't happen. The sim ult's gonna be out, the walls are gonna be in, and it's gonna be who can get through first. Fancy's falling extremely low, but Liver yet again is gonna lose his life. Liver really not having a good start here, as Grimey's also gonna fall.
Yeah, you really can't do anything with an Orisa pushing in. You have to take it so slowly, and they're not really running a decent spam to like play the slow game. They just have so much spam coming into them with the Sim and the Mei and the Sigma that their defense is just rolling. Papa Smurf's just here vibing right now.
Yeah, I mean, both Ryans, neither Ryan has a shatter, but Papa Smurf's gonna be very close to his, and Liver's gonna be in aggressive yet again. The Fried's wall is gonna be in first, and Dion's already used the immortality. Both shields are low on the side of the Excel, and the shatter is huge. That is 4, maybe 5 down. I think that was 6.
Yep, that was everyone, and that's just, I mean, that's how it works. You're just taking in so much spam damage, and they're playing this so slowly. You kind of have to think maybe switch up the maybe you should have been swapping up the composition earlier, because they don't really have a lot of ults to push in with, and they have to push into a damn nail.
Yeah, they're gonna get Sigma. This is not gonna excel for the Excel. See what I did there? Creon's gonna be out. Not kind of just zoning off the team off point. The Mail's gonna follow it up, and Liver's gonna be caught in it. He does not get the shatter up on the edge of the Mail. Wait, Papa, why are you trying? Papa almost pinning him off the map. Gets stunned up first. Zoom falls low as well. Immortalities are out. This is a free Sigma. Both Ryans are down, but Zoom's gonna fall as well. Famel's going down as well, and Fried has taken point 1.
Dude, I mean, there was, I think, 1 death on the side of Friday the entire time, being Papa Smurf in the very end. Man, they're coming out here. I mean, to be fair to Excel, this is a little bit of a cheesier map. You know, it's definitely played very different to literally anywhere else in the game. So, you know, might come down to, you know, round 2. Maybe it was just lucky for Fried. Maybe they know how to play that point very well, which they did. They played it extremely well, and Excel, you know, played it a little bit subpar.
I mean, if you throw it back to the last Fried map.
Throwback, son.
Throwback, yeah. If you throw it back to the last Fried map where they played Fission actually 99-0 Fried on that point, but Fried still ended up winning map 1. So even though they did get it, doesn't mean this map is over, and it's kind of far from it.
Yeah,
we're gonna see with Ryan Zarya.
Fried's in that slightly better position. Ryan Zarya very good on this map, but again, like I said, there's a few times where Zarya is better than anyone else in the tank line, and Sigma's just a better
Yeah, and the
Zarya
wall's gonna catch Pop a little aggressive. Good counter wall by Toad, keeping his tank just in line, making sure Liver letting the shield die there was not in a great position. And that's going to be very damaging, as they will not have a shield to push in on. His shield's going to go down yet again as Excel tries to push in. The wall is going to give Excel a little bit of room by Toad, but it's also going to be cutting off the team. And Fried's going to get a point very early here. Papa Smurf will get slept up, and Excel's still very alive in this fight. Papa's going to get walled. The pin comes out. The counter pin takes him a little far, but Ryan's both going for a tumble. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. And now we're gonna be back in the fight. Fried is well up in picks and still have not given up any percentage.
So that was almost a misplay. You know, he went for the counter pin, which is fine, but Anarchy stunned him, so it was just a plain pin. And that
Shatter, Papa, I don't understand what you're doing there. I mean, he did get Famel, but
yeah, but so yeah, it's fine that like he charged him off, and usually that would be bad, but they've got a Sigma, they've still got a shield, while the rest of the team, rest of Excel, only had a Zarya. So that wasn't an awful play, even pinning him off all the way there and getting the pick. So yeah.
And we do see Fancy with the Sigma ult here, gonna probably pull up this Reinhardt. They're gonna be doing a lot of ults out on the side of Fried, but the Mei ult is gonna be damaging. Anarchy finds Dion, and that's gonna be no main support for Excel. Liver's gonna go down next, and Fried's gonna be up by a bunch of picks. Famel will fall as well, and Fried is unstoppable right now.
Yeah, I feel like they're just playing so passive. This is not the Excel we usually see. They don't really know what to do against this. You know, the tanks are opening up so much space for Fried, and the DP is getting away with it. You know, we know Grom is a good tank, but Eat Your Liver and Famel just aren't finding the space for them.
Yeah, it's hard to see. I mean, Liver's getting punished very hard here. It's not really even his fault. When they're running the double shield, the spam comp, there's very little you can do as Rein if your team is unable to break their shields or like get any advantageous walls. So he's doing his best. We will see a touch by Zoom. The high noon's gonna be out, but so is the Mayall. The grab is huge, but there's very little people to follow up. Famel's gonna go down as well. Toad will be picked off by Zoom, but Masamune is gonna go down. Excel running out of members to keep this point going. Grimy will fall next. It's just Zoom on point, and Excel unable to get a percentage in the first map of this game.
That's not what you expect. I mean, what is this Fried team? They dropped one out and they're just insane. You know, people. It's the funny thing too, because a lot of these players were kind of slept on throughout the season. You know, didn't really know who Anarchy was. Kind of knew who Papa Smurf was, and you know, and then the other players as well, like Fancy and everyone else. You didn't really know about them.
Such a hot play.
It was beautiful, but you didn't really know these players too much. You knew the old players. But these, I don't know, these new players are just doing so much work in the playoffs. It's crazy. But yeah, map 1, 2-0. They didn't even get any percent. That's not, I mean, like I knew it was going to be a good game, but
yeah, I'm now asking Excel for their match. Was not expecting that.
No.
And we're at this first break. I mean, what are your thoughts, Cookie? Sorry about cutting you off.
No, you're right. So, I mean, that's fine because I'm getting into my thoughts anyway. So, my thoughts here are, you know, Fried's, like I was saying earlier, Fried's really good just consistently from the beginning. But Eat Your Liver, I've never seen this man do well map 1. No flame to Eat Your Liver. I know he's a really good Reinhardt. Like, he really is. And Famel's a really good off tank as well and supporting him. And the team's good. Don't get me wrong. There's a reason Excel are like, you know, in the grand finals in the winners cycle. But Eat Your Liver takes some time to ramp up a lot of the time. You know, map 1 is never good for him. I've never seen this man perform well on map 1. But he really ramps up. He finds the aggression where he can, and he adapts super well. So I think that's what it's going to come down to, is Excel adapting to what Fried are doing and sort of taking him over there. I think that's what it's going to come down to. And if Fried can, you know, kind of react to the adaptation, you know, they can keep themselves in it as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, when you're running Liver, who's a very Rein dependent player, there's a lot of Koth maps that just don't work that well for Rein. We see Lijiang. I mean, both the maps they played on Lijiang are normally good for Rein, so it's kind of an upset there. But usually I think a Liver has a lot of problems because they're not as Rein dependent maps, and there's a lot of things you can run beside it that just kind of counter Rein. So clearly our next map, we're gonna be going into Lijiang, not Lijiang, Anubis. We've already been to Lijiang. We're gonna move on. And before we get into that, like thank a few people. Thanks Tiskar. I'm not gonna do the numbers. Mason on, and thanks for Juice for some more bits. And Professor Oak dropping the 1,000 and pushing the hype train over level 3. Much appreciated. You guys are great. Oh, and I forgot Notso and Knucklebuster as well for the follow.
Syntax, huge gifted subs. There's just everything going on in the chat right now. You know, we got 60 views. We're sitting here a little bit worried, thinking maybe we don't get many views for the grand finals, but it's coming in through. It's going good.
Syntax just dropped 20 tier 1s.
I think so. Yeah, it's about 20.
Shout out to Syntax on the analyst desk for the 20 tier 1s.
21 apparently.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude. Thanks a lot. Please don't spend all your money on us, though. We appreciate all the
Scuff League. Maybe the customers get paid today.
But he will be fed today. Yes.
Maybe. Going from feeding to fed.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess we just have to wait for. Thank you, Omega, for another 5. Omega, you're ridiculous as well. Can't thank you enough. You're gonna run out of. You're gonna hit the if any of you give more subs, it's gonna hit you with the everyone in the chat has been subbed already because you're donating so many subs.
Imagine not giving Cookie Breed a sub though. I'm still here. absolute pleb.
I'll get
But,
specific.
I'll cover the chat for a second. I think you got to set up the lobby so the names are. Oh no, you already did it. So we're all good there. We can party around now. But fake caster. I mean, I'm poor. I mean, if huge Syntax with the biggest gifted sub to the one and only, you know, thank you for the gifted sub Syntax. That is huge. You know, a lot of support in the grand finals here. It's pretty cool. But
I mean, it's always nice to see the support. You know, makes you feel good. It puts a smile on my face. And maybe people are just like donating because they're just like in awe. They're like, this is ridiculous.
mhm.
Like, never seen Fried get this far and be up in a playoff series. But let's see how this goes. Entering
Absolutely.
map 2.
And you know, like we were saying earlier, a lot of it comes down to the Reinhardts here. Because Papa Smurf's a very good rounded Reinhardt. He's doesn't really have any weaknesses. He plays like the perfect Reinhardt, which, you know, you'd think that is the perfect situation that he's going to be the winning Reinhardt. But Eat Your Liver is like when he's at his best advantage, when he can play aggro, he's at that 110%. You know, he's
See, when you whip out the Alpha Chad Reinhardt, where you just swing and just hope your team follows up, you can do some pretty ridiculous things. You know, that's just like Fisher Season 1 Overwatch League. You know, you can carry a team on your back. But
absolutely.
if you're not on top of that, you're feeding. Very hard.
I was almost about to like type in like the game chat asking why Zoom's on the Genji and not Grimy. But that might have been
yeah, that might have been
issue in game.
Please don't give away the team strat. Yeah, no stream strat for the teams, not really good. I mean, we're gonna see Genji Widow. Is it still sandbagging here? I'm really nervous that they're doing a little sandbagging, like just to get to a map 7 or something, because
How much were they paid?
yeah, exactly. They're like, I just want to keep it interesting or something.
But Anarchy and Toad on the Torb and the Hanzo, they have so much spam here, and Fancy on this D.Va as well can cover a lot of ground. Make sure this Widow doesn't get any value here. But Zoom's actually sticking to the Genji.
Yeah, I mean, I get if you're just gonna play for the Nano Blade, you can get some value, and when you're running 2 CP, this is kind of like the classic. You get the Nano Blade, you win the fight. And I mean,
Absolutely.
Anarchy getting very aggressive. Anarchy, you just tried to take on a whole team as Hanzo, and that's gonna be the first pick off. Papa Smurf's gonna be antied up, and the Immortality will be in. How long will he be able to stay up is now the question. Liver going in aggressive for the pin, will lose his life. But Papa Smurf just staying alive. I don't know how this guy's doing it. Great support on the side of Fried, keeping his team up. XL finally getting that first tick, finding Fancy and Toad, and that will probably be the point for them.
Unfortunately, Anarchy being a little bit, like you said, over aggressive, wants to kill everyone.
He got a little cocky, I'm gonna say that.
And the fact that he's died wasn't the issue. It's like, you know, not him not being there wasn't the issue in him dying. It's the fact that gives XL such a huge opening to this W key, because Torbjorn, not strong, but he's not Hanzo, you know. He doesn't give the same pressure that Hanzo does. So XL can just W key in there and
yeah, you don't
be
break
free.
the shield, and you don't really have anything to counter Grimy then. And we do see sites gonna be open up, and Grimy gonna look to click some heads, get some opening picks here. I mean, we haven't really seen anything since Mercury Spike was forced to play like off meta, like, or legitimate meta in the May, a good Widow player, and the Nano Blade's gonna be coming out. It's gonna be looking like it could be huge. Zoom finds 2.
Yes,
3. Sorry, cut out there for a second. Finds Gluttony with the 4, and Excel saying, we lost map 1, but that's not happening again.
They actually managed to get into the stall, which is huge, but they're still not at a great advantage here.
I mean, they're getting on the point, but they need to find a pick to have a chance of winning, and they're just not doing it. There's just consistent picks by Excel. We do see the bomb coming by Fancy, doesn't find anyone, and it's now really just throwing people on point to try to get the time up. Not really a chance of winning that fight.
No, not really at all. I mean, that was a little bit Excel playing well, but it's also a little bit TCP. When you have such a big advantage going into that second point, especially with the Nano Blade, it's difficult not to just get kind of steamrolled there.
I mean, Is the Nano Blade a resident sleeper though, or is it like a skill play? Because everyone calls the Hanzo Zarya residents like they always snore, they hate it, but it's the same as the Nano Blade. Hanzo players are getting robbed of their player of the matches because of that.
To be fair, the Zarya Hanzo combo is legitimately just pressing Q. At least with a Genji Nano Blade, there's a lot of stuff that can shut it down very quickly. You had a Doomfist. You had a. I'm pretty sure there was a Lucio. There's so much stuff that can stop that from achieving anything.
And the art.
He got bullied a bit, and he still managed to find picks.
Yeah, I mean, when the Doomfist punched Zoom up into the air, I was a little worried that was going to be it. But I mean, he got the picks, he got 3 or 4, and that kind of won them the fight there.
Absolutely.
And now Fried has to compete with that. I mean, I've seen higher times be recorded before on this map, but not often.
No, not at all. But maybe Fried gets an even better time here.
I'd like to thank Juice for the sub and Overwatch School for the follow. Really appreciate it.
Big spot. But they're running a dive here, which is, it works. This is one of the 3 maps you can run dive on. This might play it well here.
Especially with like some of the changes, dive's kind of even more viable, and the dive is going to be coming out. Toad is well into the team, falls low, does not die though. Great coordination by the Fried to keep their team up. They didn't really find any picks, but I mean, Anarchy goes down first by Zoom. Early pickoff on the side of Excel, and that could just win them the fight. Fried still diving in, but until they find a pick, this fight is just kind of stalling for time. They need to find someone. Liver is antied up. Grimey's going to be punched into the air, not falling, kept up by the supports, and Fried still just keeping on the high ground, diving in occasionally. Not fully committing. Grimy yet again on this Widow, sitting around, not kind of probably a little scared here, as at any point could get dived. Femel will be punched into the air, and then Papa Smurf will be diving the team. Liver falling low. They're gonna keep hiding in this tiny room. Papa Smurf will be in now. He's half health, still kept alive. I don't know why I'm casting their health, because they seem to be kept alive no matter what. The beat on it, side of Excel will be out. Toad with the Doomfist ult finds no one. And it's just still gonna be
Nano Junkrat.
Papa Smurf will go down first as Zoom is nanoed up and finds him. But Fried still only able to find Femel's mech with all those ults being used. Firecracker will fall next to Grimy, but Anarchy finds Grimy with the stick, following it up a little. Liver goes for a pin, misses everything, and it's gonna just kind of be a fall. Who's gonna get the picks first? The bomb is in, the punch! Combo Fancy finds Liver. Fried bringing it back from a point that I thought was ridiculously lost. Somehow at the point.
Well, I mean, Fried were in a really good position there. They have all that high ground. Excel cannot contest them up there. There's nothing they can do other than a diva. E11 is basically just completely pointless, except for when they choose to fight him. Which is just how it works on that map. That's exactly how the dive works. But, like the Toad bomb combo, unfortunately there was no combo breaker.
That was a very nice play. Very well coordinated by the team. They put the bomb in, and Toad went in, got the punch on the Rhine, made him drop his shield, finds early pickoff, and that kind of just steamrolled the fight going, kept it rolling. That doesn't make sense, but it kept the fight going.
It's such a big pick as well. On the Reinhardt of all things, your front line and your main anchor point with this composition, losing that is basically the point lost.
Yeah, Fried on second, looking for a dive target here, just gonna start getting the point, and then now Papa Smurf will be in the back line. Toad will be picked off first, but Dion will fall as well. The Shatter coming out, finding a lot. But neither team finding the pickoff yet. The Junkrat Tire finds no one, and Papa Smurf will find Grimy next. Zoom falls low, getting chased by this diva, but the beat's gonna keep him up by Masamune. Fancy looking for follow-up as well, as Zoom still low will finally fall. Masamune will find Papa Smurf, and Excel will be in a position where they can hold this. Fancy's gonna go down next, and even though Toad gets Dion, it's just him and it's just Gluttony and Anarchy left on the point.
And I mean, Excel had a lot of resources to win that fight, and they played it pretty well. And once you, once you lose that main tank, you lose a lot of your driving force. The DPS have to find hero picks at that point. And you know, you can't expect them to do it because it's just, you know, a little bit much to kill 6 people as Doom and Tracer. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, when you're on these 2CP maps, once you're on the attack, once the enemy team gets a pick, and unless you're consistently killing them before they can get out of spawn, it's very difficult to keep control of that point, as they will continue to come out quicker than your team will be able to follow back.
Absolutely.
The bomb will come out by Fried, finds Liver yet again, and Toad will find Grimy in the back. Fried will be up with 2 picks going into this fight. Zoom falling extremely low as well, and will be the next person to fall. Gluttony will find Dion, and it's looking like Fried is in a great position to take this next point. Masamune is barely staying alive, keeping it going, and Grimy and the ball will be next on point. Femel back on now as well, and Zoom will find Firecracker, but the follow-up needs to be found. Toad will find Dion, and Papa will find Zoom. And that's gonna be, it looks like that should be it for now. Excel will be able to continue getting the stalls going, but Fry should have what it takes to win this fight.
The stall is just too real.
Your Liver's gonna go down next. Found by Anarchy, but Toad Zoom will find another. Zoom still back on the point. They need to follow it up. Lucio and Diva are the only ones left on the side of Excel. And now Grimy's back on the Tracer. The bomb will come out as well. Finds no one, and Anarchy is going to find Femel. Bloody will find Grimy. The bomb are still on the point. Fancy will find Massa. And Ear Liver with this ball stall is ridiculous. This fight's been going on for 3 minutes. The beat's coming out next. Zoom with the ult. Dion's gonna go down yet again. Zoom as well. Can they finally pull this through? The pin. Femel has to touch. He's the last one left. It's just Femel and Grimy. The Shatter. Can they finish this off? How is this fight not done? Femel's gonna go down next. Toad's gonna find Grimy. They have to get this finished. It's before the ball comes back. Zoom unable to touch, and we will be going into the second round of this map tied up. Fried with only a minute left to attack after Excel basically stalled for like 20 minutes.
A really good stall. Excel really, it's in those moments where you've realized that it's going to be a struggle to actually win that fight with what you have. You know, typical Ryan, McCree, blah, 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 blah. When the enemy team's set up on point and just taking out staggers, it's almost impossible to actually win that fight without getting some, you know, cheeky picks here and there. So going pretty much completely stall was the only option they had, and the best option, and they really made it work very well. Stalling for so long. Those moments where they got a few picks, but you know, it obviously didn't come to anything. But still, regardless of that, I would say it's a win for them to be able to stall it for that long. They're 3 minutes and 43 seconds over Fried here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Fried needs to cap both points. That's their only chance of actually possibly winning this map. If they don't cap both, they're gonna be in a situation where they're gonna have to defend for a ridiculous amount of time. If they don't even cap first or even get a tick on first, they're gonna have to full hold for almost 5 minutes, with Excel just slowly gaining the ult advantage.
Over and over again. Excel will have enough time to get the ult advantage twice before the point.
I'd say 3 times, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all they have to do is build up some ult combos like Genji Blades and grab dragons, and that's basically the fight. We do see Toad diving into the background, and Femel will be slept up top. Anti, he looks like he will be team-ec'd early. Anarchy finds a very early pick, and Liver's gonna be trying to hiding. He's gonna be followed up, but Papa Smurf anti falling low. Liver trying to charge into him. Papa will barely get out as Liver is now the one anti. Papa will go down, and so will the rest of Fried. Excel with a great hold. Seemed like Papa had backed himself into a corner where there was no healing available, and thus was just easy prey for the rest of Excel to flood into.
That was so close, but there was just a few mistakes made. You know, Toad backed off for so long that the advantage that Fried had.
Anarchy finds one, but I don't think that's going to be enough in this final fight, as Fried will not even be able to touch.
I don't know, Toad there should have, you know, the Diva was slept up. There's no reason for him to go and get the Mega. He was out of the fight for so long when there was so many times a Doomfist there would have just been so powerful. But by the time they got back, Papa Smurf was already on the back heel, backing up away from Eat Your Liver, antied up, that when he finally got into the fight, they just turn around and go, oh, just kill the Doomfist. And then you lose your main strength, your main frontline DPS, and then just from there, it's just, everything's done. Pack up, go home.
Yeah,
so like we said, basically 5 minutes to defend a single tick.
I mean, yeah, Excel has a lot of opportunities to win this, and it's gonna be very difficult for Fried to hold on here. But as we have a second, I'd like to thank Abs 997 for the follow, and Tango OW, as well as I'm being told to shout out Kyle's mom for watching. Yeah, shout out to her.
Yep, absolutely, and any other mums,
and any other parents that are watching.
As parents used to jump in here from time to time, his family. Any other family in here, sorry if I roast
cool.
the kids, but they should play better.
I mean, it's always cool when parents come out and support.
Can't relate.
Can't
But
relate.
anyway, we got Zoom back on the Genji. It's 1 point to take. Easy nothing.
Have you asked your parents to watch Cookie?
No, I don't talk to them.
That'd be funny though. Just send them the link, like, I'm casting.
True. They know I'm here. They know where to find me.
Yeah. Very long flight away, but they know where to find you.
Exactly.
And we do see Excel already taking the point and Liver going in hard. Toad does find Grimy though, so Fried will be up and may be able to hold this for the time being. Papa Smurf falling low as well. Anarchy does find Zoom, but for this
Big C9.
that's a Z9. For any of those that doesn't know, C9 is when you leave a point while your team is still alive. And that is the most unfortunate thing to ever watch.
I saw that. I saw that was gonna happen. They left so much. I mean, I know you want to kind of like leave time, but you get it to it's like a percent away, and then you kind of just leave it, let your Orisa die, and it's done.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that the first Genji play of the game?
the worst part of the C9
league
is when I think the worst part of the C9 is when you're in the fight and then the pop-up just starts and you're like, oh no.
Oh, yeah, it's rough. It was so close. I mean, they actually had a chance of winning that. Grimy was gone, and yeah, you lost the Orisa, but Toad was coming back with the Doomfist. Doomfist can do a lot of work, but he didn't get back in time because we C9'd.
And before we hand it over to the analyst desk, Cookie, we got a pretty big announcement to make. It's that time. We're gonna do the MVP announcement of the season. You guys voted. It was below in the Twitch vote for who is gonna be the MVP. And I'm gonna do my best to not pull a Steve Harvey, but I'm gonna drag in who won MVP because we have him here.
Oh shit.
Cookie, you won MVP. So big round of applause to the person casting with me. It isn't rigged, I promise you that. Well, we can release the numbers. But yeah, Cookie Breed, for the second season in a row, not second season in a row, after 2 hard seasons of playing, you finally won that MVP award that you have deserved. I can
finally retire properly now. See you, Deviant. I'm out. I only took casting like every game and playing on a team, but
I only had to pamphlet in the community. I had to pay for like some Facebook ads, but you're finally MVP.
Yeah, there's old folks in Florida just coming up on their Facebook. Look, Cookie Breed MVP. They've got no clue what's happening. They think it's another.
What's Overwatch?
Exactly. That's sick. I appreciate that. I mean, shout out to anyone that voted for me. I appreciate it.
Quick shout out to all the people that were in the running. We had Omi from the Philadelphia Fission. We had Masamune, Grimy, and I think Kurosu, all from the New York Excel. And we had our Invictus from Shanghai Shenanigans. Cookie obviously was the winner, but it was very close in the end. After that announcement, we're gonna quickly move it over to our analyst desk, maybe do a little reaction as well as to talk about this game a little. So let's hand it over to them.
For sure.
Alrighty. Hi, it's me again. I'm here with Syntax, and congratulations to Cookie for being our MVP, of course.
Yeah,
And,
really good job, man.
Yeah, we're sitting here at McDonald's because after that first map, Dallas Fried handed XL like a 200-0 with a side of BM in the chat. Like, what the hell is that about?
I don't know, man. That was crazy. That first map, they just had so much advantage. Where they had a late teleport up to the high ground, but because they were running that Mei, they were able to wall off the Reinhardt of Eat Your Liver and just wipe out XL. They didn't stand a chance on that first point.
Yeah, for sure. So what Dallas was running, they were running the Rhine Sigma comp, and it was working really well for them. Like, they were doing like they just had so much sustain. Like the sim comps for for the side of for XL, they just couldn't do anything. Like, they were just able to take point presence and then just roll them afterwards. Like, it was crazy. I like very surprised they took that first map in the way that they did.
Yeah, XL tried to change the same comp. They were originally running the Orisa McCree, which
Yeah.
I don't really understand because the McCree's more of a long range character with a close range flashbang if he needs it, say a Tracer or Doomfist gets spawned. But I think having the mobile shield with the Sigma, the more damage from the Sigma, along with the Mei wall to completely block off one side or the other of the choke and possibly trap someone and get an easy pick, was just so much more, and XL couldn't figure out a way to beat it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy seeing the 200-0, but definitely more of what we were expecting on map 2. Making it a 1-1 series here. Pretty strong for XL. They had a 4.5 minutes in the time bank for their first attack, and then they were just able to roll right through on the defense as well. So very impressive for them.
Yeah, definitely a good comeback for them. That's gonna get their hopes going here, and maybe they'll be able to win this out in a 4-1. Cry did actually end up predicting the first map going to Fried, so congrats to him for.
And the second map going to XL.
He's massive, man. Like, he just knows everything. I think it's rigged. It might be. You know, he's the big boss and everything. It's probably scripted. You know,
he probably has Sarth putting in some sort of secret config where the team he wants to win has better cooldowns and such.
They probably went into the custom game settings and made like Torb's hammer do 750% damage or something. Like, I'm surprised nobody's been running it yet. I'm sure there's some little hints and pieces like that, but we'll have to see.
Yeah,
and you have anything else to say before we send it back? I think I'm ready to get into map 3.
I think it was Fred were defending first, and Papa Smurf got so lucky. He charged. He was in the immortality field, and he was antied. So he charged, knocked players away, but hit the fountain, got slapped still in the immortality, got healed back up while on the ground, got counter pinned out of the immortality, but had enough health to survive and lasted that entire fight. And I believe was the last one to die.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he crazy lucky. I think that's how Fried's running. They're just lucky. I mean, they're not good. They're not in finals because they're good. They're just lucky. You know what I mean?
I think when they ran Toad on the Doomfist and Anarchy on the Widowmaker for their dive attack, I feel like that was a mistake because the Doomfist really needs support when he goes in. He needs to not go in first. He needs to go in with his team to where as he's getting into them, like right as he's passing their shields and about to hit his abilities, they need to be able to walk forward and actually do damage with him. And without his team doing that, he just died instantly. His Widowmaker wasn't able to get any picks in the back, and they were not able to touch the point.
Yeah, for sure. We knew we wouldn't see a Fried game without Toad on the Doomfist at least once. But I think we're going into Eichenwald for our third map. What kind of comps do you think are going to be ran?
I'm hoping to see a Hanzo, but we're probably on the defense. We might see a Widowmaker. She's really good on the second point. If you can sit up in the tower, if they're not expecting it, you can literally spawn camp them just coming out of attacker spawn on that on that first point. Other than that, probably just the standard comp.
Yeah, for sure. So I think we will be sending it back to our casters now, getting ready to finish the rest of the game. I'll send it back over to MVP and Big Boss right now.
Yeah, thanks for that. Great analyst, by the way. I like how you shouted out my earlier predictions. Flashback to those when I said Fried would win map 1, Excel would win map 2, and then Fried would win the next 3. So, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for that to happen? Oh God!
All right, so just real quick, we got the background here. We got this is me, and this is my collection of Torhammer kills. It's extended much of recent, but this is from one account of like 1 day's worth of games.
So now that we're done with cookie self-advertising, are we almost ready to get in this game? We are.
Absolutely. I'm so keen to see this. I mean, maybe I would like to see predictions become reality, honestly. It would be actually insane to see Fried. You know, they definitely have to find the biggest big boy boots and pants they can find and put them on to bring this, you know, into their own favor. But they can do it. They definitely can.
I mean, next 3 maps are going to be won by Fried. I already said it. So once I've said it, it becomes reality. So they might be close. They might look like Excel's going to win. Excel might actually win them. But deep down, Fried is going to win the next 3.
And maybe we can help Fried here from the desk. We'll give him the old Caster's Curse, our own version of the Caster's Curse, where we flame Anarchy and Toad, and you know, say that they're terrible. And then all of a sudden, they come out with 6.
Honestly, it's usually the altitude reverse Caster's Curse that happens. Like anytime someone goes, this team's bad, or this team isn't doing well, or this team 4-0 easy, it usually never the case. So Excel did choose defense, as they did get the choice of attacker defense, as Fried got map pick here. So now we're gonna really get to see if Excel can full hold this. I feel like that pretty much destroyed the Fried spirits.
It absolutely would. But map 3, you know, we're completely even here. We got our first taste of hybrid. And see how these, you know, as long as we can get past that first point, we can see how they can do escorting a car.
See, now I know we're going to map 7 because we didn't get King's Row, and you always play King's Row, so.
True.
Our world is
I mean, personally, I'm a bigger fan of Arkham World, honestly. Yeah. King's Row is good. It's a good map, but I don't know. Arkham World, the aesthetic, it gets me somewhere.
Fair enough. Very aggressive play by the Fried. Their tank will be walled off, though. It does get out from around it. Very Zoom unable to capture that Reinhardt behind the wall. I don't know what Fried's doing here. They're having a little slumber party inside. And now they will be pushing onto point after Excel over-rotated. They gave him the space. Good call by whoever called that. As now they are able to push onto point. Femel trying to dive someone top. Will find Anarchy. Good choice of dive targets there, as Fried is now down 1. Excel needs to find some picks, though, as Fried still is up, or still in this fight here.
As long as Fried can find 1 pick here, they're definitely got the advantage with spawns. You know, Anarchy's not going to be too far. They're playing it so slowly that, I mean, no one's taking any damage, really. They're building up ults, but not even that quickly.
I mean, Gluttony does have his ult here. Probably going to be looking to use it soon, as that could easily give Fried the advantage. The Nano will come out, the Shatter, and the Pin, unable to find anyone. The anti by Dion will be huge. The follow-up really not there, though. Neither team able to find any picks.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of ults used there, and I mean, is this the GOATS tournament? Nothing's really dying.
Like, Fried, you actually have to get on point to capture it.
Yeah, but I mean, we got that grab and the Blizzard almost on the
line. It out as well, and it will be the Fried going to be caught up in it. Toad will go down, and Papa Smurf falling extremely low as well. Gluttony will find Liver, but that's only 1 pick. If they go in quick, they might be able to capitalize on it. I mean,
honestly, Fried, they really shouldn't have used that beat there, because like there was so many people inside that Blizzard. There's no way they're getting out of it. And the beat's kind of a trash ult to protect people in a Blizzard, honestly, because it wears off so quickly. And people still stay up frozen. Trance is the only thing that can really keep you alive, as long as there's not an anti on the field.
Yeah, I mean, and the counter mail will be out. The Kree High Noon is up. The bomb finds 2. That is huge bomb by Femel. I'm surprised anyone found it. Fried does get a tick, though. But they threw in ults and didn't really get anything for it. Only really a tick. I'm surprised Femel's bomb did so much.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I expect nothing less from my MVP predecessor. you know. Finds the work. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, Demon Bomb is super powerful. I mean, a lot of the time you just, you walk away and it's fine. But if given the chance to find value, it can really just end a fight
The
instantly.
grab will be out, but the mail, it's gonna basically counter almost all the damage output. Liver will be nanoed up, and they will be giving up point just a little bit. The shatter blocked by Papa Smurf. Liver's looking like he will fall. Zoom does find Firecracker, but Fried is.
Can't sleep on Grami here. You don't know what he can do here. Grami can find a lot of damage here.
Fried needs to finish up these kills, or the rest of Excel will be back. Femel will lose his mech, and the Mayelts will be out on the point. Papa Smurf will be frozen up in the back. He's gonna fall. Same with Toad. Fried only able to get 2 picks. Gluttony finds 1, and so does Anarchy. But they're still down. Grimy will find Firecracker.
Just kill him, lol.
I mean, yeah, they are up in the fight. Fancy trying to thread the needle here, waiting for Papa Smurf to come back. Papa Smurf does have the shatter when he does, and Fancy gets walled off. That's going to be very damaging for that team. The shatter not really very valuable there. Papa Smurf will be down. The counter pin out. Toad with the mailed as well. Fried needs to find value. Anarchy finds Dion. Is that going to be enough? Grimy finds another, and Zoom's going to find one as well. Pop is going to go down. Fried unable to capture first.
That's pretty surprising, honestly. I just don't think Fried's aggro enough. You had the picks, you had the advantage, and you just kind of let him linger there. Like,
switching sides.
I know you don't have a Reinhardt, but W King into a team is still a viable option. It makes them panic more, but just letting them sit there and think about what they're going to do, and letting Zoom pop his ult, insane. Don't do that. That's bad. Mail bad.
Yeah, I mean, that was just, I don't know if they're boomed or like they're just not really figuring out what they're going to do there. But I mean, Fried, usually when you're pushing a point, you want to force the fights. If you're not forcing the fights, you're giving up that very valuable time bank. The defenders only have to hold for a certain amount of time. You were limited to that. And if you're just going to kind of like spam chokes or look for value, and if you're going to keep losing these fights like that, you're just giving up all your time and eventually not actually going to take the point, as you saw by the Fried there.
Absolutely. And like, I mean, no biases, but it's really unfortunate to see. Like they had it, they had it in the bag there. I mean, now we don't get to see any kind of escort here because either Excel caps or they don't, and that's the map.
Yeah, because in scrims, we're not going to reset it. That'd be funny if we did accidentally. That would be
True.
That would be good.
5, 4.
Someone have to find the exact percentage.
1.
Yeah, I mean, we got 79.4, so
Just in case we scuffed.
just in case we scuffed it. But I mean, Fried still has a chance of winning this map. They were able to get percentage, which means that they still can win the map as long as they don't give up that amount of percentage on this point. Papa Smurf will find Grimy. That's gonna help them with that.
Absolutely. Any time's a good time, Why are they playing a Pharah? I miss Pharah. Just play Pharah. It's such a good map for Pharah. Just shoot them.
Hit scans are meta.
No, not hit scans. Yeah, I mean, what's a McCree gonna do?
Exactly.
Just get rid of the May.
Liver taking up as much space as possible, falls low, but able to be kept up by his team as he just gains more and more space for the Excel to push in on. Both Sigma Shield's gonna be out and almost out, and Liver will be walled off. Zoom's gonna be with him, but unable to really do anything as Fried finds the most important pick a team can find in that Reinhardt.
It's very difficult to kind of protect your Reinhardt in those cases. And that's where sometimes running a Baptiste is a lot stronger, because you can jump over, slam down that immortality and keep him alive for a few more seconds. Not that it's happened to Papa Smurf yet, but if it did, there's that extra.
They can pop the immortality. They can try to counter Maywell after. Like, they have a little more time. While as if XL gets the wall and the shatter finds 2 in the back, the wall will protect them. The Liver will be nanoed up and looking for value. The anti comes in. The Maywell, the Creole finds 1, and the Mayelt's going to be freezing up people on point. Gluttony will fall, and the counter Mayelt's going to be in as well. Toad will find Grimy, and Fried is securing the picks. They did give up a tick for that. But in general, they're still in charge And then 2 minutes left. I mean, Excel they still got all C's. So does Fried. But I mean, if you're Fried in this situation, every fight won, you're closer to victory.
Absolutely. And you're getting so close. You know, 1 tick is good. That's a good take. You only got 1.5 left to go. And you've still got some ults in the bank. As long as you play this well, quickly pop to sleep, snooze.
You know that you have to be on the ground. Liver. Definitely wish he didn't do that in the grand final game. Probably prefer to do that in an unstreamed game, as that just is unfortunate to watch.
Man, cool, Doctor, this man is choking.
You're a god, Toad. Yeah. Toad is in fact a god.
The reaction time is he was up for a moment before he queued.
100 ms, 100 ms. Not his fault.
I'm here with 60. You know that's 60 ping. You know, that can be the end of everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was walled up for quite a bit, but maybe not. Maybe he was right. Excel will be pushing in, and Zoom will find Anarchy. E or Liver not gonna get that beat. Gonna fall yet again. The Shadow's gonna come out. They will have him. Papa Smurf needs to be kept up, but will fall. Masamune will be picked off, and Toad will fall as well. Fried running out of people. Gluttony finds another. He's really good at doing that. and I mean, Famel's gonna use the grab. They need to find the value. And Famel! That.
Oh,
wow.
so close.
Taking control
Victory.
with the grab and winning Excel at that point. Fried was very close there, and it's unfortunate that that was the way it was end. But a great play, heads up play by Famel to bring their team the point.
And it's in that kind of situation, like the people that Fried had versus the people that Excel had were just Excel had much better people left. Fried had a Lucio, a Bap, and a Xayah, a high charge Xayah, which is good, but the other team still had the McCree and the Xayah and the Ana, all of which are very high priority
100%.
targets. You want to kill literally all 3 of them, but you can't. You have to decide because any of them can find so much value before you notice. But with Fried, it's basically just kill the Xayah and you're done. But yeah, that's map 3 going over the Excel.
My predictions might have been wrong.
Unlucky, you know, that
Unlucky.
happens, but you know there's still plenty of maps to go because you know what is this, first to 4?
First to 4, so that means we could possibly going into 7 maps. The Excel need to only win 2 more, and the Fried need to win the next 3 if they're going to want to win this one.
Absolutely. We're lucky
Actually,
if
they can win. They can
halfway.
drop 1, but yeah, I mean, we're about halfway. We're about halfway. But
Halfway
as
there.
I said, we probably should get into this pretty quickly. Keep things rolling. You know, you don't want to have this game go on forever. So let's see if the teams are ready up.
You know, we don't want to see the Excel stall on every map. That would make this game last a very long period of time.
I'm being told stream can only see my forehead, so I'm gonna sit back a little.
True. Yeah, you gotta fix that posture, man. You gotta just come back, relax.
It's really big. It's not my fault.
You know, maybe zoom out a little bit. But yeah, we're just chilling, waiting for another game. You know, it's going very well. You know, it's still a close game. Fried almost got close to holding it there, just not quite as well as they would have hoped.
I'd like to do another shout out to Omega, who for some reason keeps gifting subs, no matter how many times I tell him to stop, because he's gifted a lot. So I mean, appreciate the support. Thank you, Omega, yet again.
5 for Famel clutch. That's how
5
it
for Famel clutch. I mean, Famel did deserve the subs, and appreciate you giving them. I mean, you gave them to us, so not Famel, but Famel deserves some praise. But yeah, great plays by Famel. I mean, season 1 MVP. You know, we see him off the Orisa that kind of tainted everyone's picture of him. You know, everyone was like, Famel, who's that? Orisa player.
Ready
Ew.
for battle.
But now that we're off that awful double shield meta, good to see a little starlight for some of these off-tank players.
True. I mean, that's the thing, you know. I remember talking to Famel early in the season. He was so excited for Orisa to kind of be benched because he was a big fan of both D.Va and Xayah. He played them more than anything else. And then he just didn't get to play him season 1. He was the Orisa bot, but no more. We get to see what he can really flex out here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Actually, if you look at his
For
profile,
sure.
we can all laugh at him because he's actually a mercy main.
Oh god.
Famel's a mercy main, everyone.
I mean, when you start this game, you make some interesting decisions on who you start to main. You know, sometimes it's not your fault.
True,
And we do see
true.
Fried yet again on the attack, hoping to cap at least first after not a very strong attack on that first map. I mean, I'd say that Fried is definitely much better on these defensive sides. Maybe not on Anubis, but they've been on the Koth. They've been better at defending in every other aspect.
Like we said before, they play very passive. But now there's an interesting composition. May Widow, not a great DPS lineup. You're lacking a lot of damage, and you have to get a wall to find any value, or you have to get a pick. Which you're
Yeah.
supposed to get picks as Widow, but like you're really putting the pressure.
I mean, if Anarchy finds a pick
Totally
onto
agree, man.
Grimy, or the Doom can, I mean, they just lose. Basically, they only have May damage, which really isn't enough, and both tanks already going down. As you see, they don't have enough to really pressure. But what do you mean May Widow? They're running a Hanzo.
Toad came out on the May. He
Okay.
switched to the Doomfist.
I'm like saying the
and
wrong things here.
No. He switched. But I mean, Excel's hold was almost good there, but they were so condensed that they could just W key onto him. I mean, would have been better there. It's been set up in a couple positions.
Almost in a position where they can almost get first point already. I mean, they're just going to be pressuring in on these Excel tank lines as Papa Smurf do be swinging. Dionysus finds Toad, and great first pick. The Shatter, not really finding anything as Zoom finds Anarchy as well. Fried is down, and they will be using ults as well. Fried unsure of the value of these ults. Famel does fall low. The pin does find Liver as he is now in the back line. Gluttony finds Grimy as well. Huge pick off there, and Papa will find Dion. And Fried bring that back yet again.
Just a moment. A moment of weakness there, but they managed to push in through. They got 4 minutes to push, 4.5 minutes to push through the distillery, which can be one of the harder ones, especially running against this double sniper. But as long as Excel sets up here in a good position, they should be able to, have a decent time here.
So Cookie, we're in the finals. You got a very coveted award. You got that finals MVP. On either team, who do you think you're really seeing that could be deserving of it? And Anarchy finds Zoom.
Yeah, I mean that's a big pick, but honestly, I don't know. Both teams are playing very sporadic and very different.
Huge pickoffs. They do
heroes
lose
there.
Papa Smurf there. So going just a bit aggressive, but Fried is still gaining quite a bit of space on this cart.
Honestly, at that moment, I'm kind of looking at Famel for the moment, doing very well on the off tank. But I mean, I don't think I've seen enough gameplay from everyone to
That is
really.
fair, bro. We are only 3 maps in, so this isn't a normal game. Usually by now you're like, this kind of really decides it.
Yeah, exactly. But we still kind of everyone's doing their own thing.
Yeah, Liver's gonna go down yet again. That's gonna be another huge pickoff. The Doomfist ult's gonna come in as well, probably trying to find some of that support. Gonna actually be used to get out of that fight as Toad was extremely low. Dion's gonna be found by Fancy, and Anarchy will find Famel as well. And Fried keeping the cart rolling.
We're actually seeing some aggression. All we needed was Toad on the Doomfist to just W key into the team. Fried has to walk forward if he's doing that.
I mean, they got 4 minutes to capture this last section. That's good time bank. This last section is the hardest part of the map, in my opinion, to absolutely push through.
My path
For sure.
As it is very easy to contest. You just yap for sure to me, Cookie.
Yeah.
You just used my own thing against me.
I had to at some point.
That's a
And
simple.
yeah, for sure. They're gonna have a difficult time pushing in here.
The Shatter somehow avoids the boulder as Liver finds Firecracker and Fancy. He will be forced to back up here. And Fried do lose cart possession, but they're in their spawn. I don't think they're really upset by that fight.
No, they're fine. They just walk out,
I mean,
pick up the morning newspaper and carry on their way.
if you look at all the ults that were used just to gain the Excel that tiny bit of space, you use the Nano, you use the Shatter, like, I mean, just to keep Fried in their spawn for a few extra seconds. The beat comes out, but the Dragons will be through as well, splitting off the tank line from Excel. Toad finds Don in the back, and Gluttony's trans will keep him up. Liver will fall as well, and it's just gonna be one on the point. Grimy's still on this Widow, not finding really any value because of the double shield. Toad going in deep. Forced to use his ult. Papa Smurf finds Grimy. Toad's gonna find Zoom. Fried looks like they're a bit fed up here as they're kind of showing, you know, Ike wasn't our best, but the shatter block, obviously both shield tanks kind of ready for that, and the Sigurt's gonna be out as well. Die on half health, and Masamune flying through the air due to that Doom punch. He will fall down first. Down one already. We see Papa unable to get the pin as Liver counters. Gluttony finds Zoom in the back. Another assassination by Gluttony. We've seen a lot of them. Liver unable to push in as Toad is going to be hacked and slept in the back. The pin will come in, but that's going to put Liver outside of the fight. The shatter just blocked as Toad will be down now. They need to find some follow-up as they have yet to do so. Grimy is going to be 1 health, yet to be killed. Anarchy will find Zoom, who's going to fall early yet again. Grimy's going to go down next. And Firecracker's going to use the window. Liver, huge pin, maybe able to find Papa Smurf. He will. The Seagull has everyone in the air. That's 2, 3. It's just the Tracer on the point. She had to recall. The Doom will be back as well, but how long can Grimy really stall for? Not a lot. And that will be Fried pushing the cart with 2 minutes left.
I was starting to think that fight might have been lost there. You know, it's looking pretty dicey for Fried there. But that window actually managed to bring it back, putting in so much damage. They managed to find 2 picks out of it, getting the Tracer and, you know, someone else as well. I think there's Zenyatta getting a cheeky pick there as well. Managed to keep him into the fight. And managed to clean it up there. Still 2 minutes on the time bank. That's pretty huge for this map, honestly. Uncontested until the very end. And you know, there's a lot of people popping here. You know, at the start of the map, I wasn't too sure, you know, who would be MVP, but there's a lot of people popping off there. You know, Toad doing very well in this Doomfist, very uncontested, and just finding a lot of value in that fact. But then the supports as well, both Firecracker and Gluttony doing a lot of work on these supports, keeping people alive, and they're pretty much always the last ones alive in any fight.
Yeah, the fried support are very like the fuel support. You know, I mean, we're seeing Gluttony and Firecracker just putting in so much work, both on the heals and the DPS. I mean, it's not uncommon to see Gluttony get a few picks each fight on these players. Like, I mean, their tank line is being kept up as well. So, I mean, the value is clearly there for the fried support.
Yeah, for sure. So we're setting up with this double shield spam composition again. We've got the Toadmeister on the Torbjorn, and we've got Anarchy on the Hanzo. This is good. You know, you're railing down the front street, making it difficult to push through. But you've got to find some better positions once they get into this open area. Take some off angles and really find value with all this spam. Because staying all together, Excel is going to be able to group up and push directly into you, and you can't do anything with this comp. Yeah,
I mean, they're giving a lot of space with this spam. I mean, they just have to get into a good position where they can have these open places as Excel pushes in, where the shields don't really matter. I'm surprised they swapped Papa Smurf to this Orisa, as his Ryan was just doing so much. But I mean, I guess we'll see how this spam comp will work. They've forced to give Excel quite a bit of space already, and we're already in 1 fight territory. The double Ryan shield just is more shield than the other one. Dion does fall low on this Zenyatta, but there's still really no picks on either side. Each team trying to find the first one. Really, anyone. The first person to fall will decide the fight. The Dragon's already out, but Anarchy finds Grimy again. Anarchy with another one will find Zoom. No DPS on the side of Excel. No Liver either. Fancy will fall, but so will Dion, and that will be Fried.
I mean, that was looking so close. Excel should have won that, hands down. If it wasn't for the pick of from Anarchy, they definitely would as well, because this is just not how you play spam. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You have no pressure. You have no brawling ability. And all Excel has to do is just W key onto them. But they're actually...
I'm a bit confused.
What is the Rich and run by Excel right now?
Unsure. I mean, they did buff Zen quite a bit, so I mean, this is a little more viable than it has been in the past. But in general, it's very interesting. Zoom finds a quick headshot using that back vault, but Toad and Fancy will follow it up with both supports by the side of Excel. They're going to be forced to back out. No heals means no fight win, as Fancy finds Zoom on the leaving, and Famel as well. Fancy hasn't really he's been pretty consistent this whole time as well.
Absolutely, Fancy doing very well. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of confused by how both teams are playing this. Both teams could definitely, you know, clean it up quite a bit. This Transcendence has to be huge from Dionysus because I don't know, there's just not a lot of value, especially when you die like that.
Fancy's all, so Trans will be great against that, but Tyon, yeah, that's Excel running in a time.
Yeah, they got a minute left. They've got a lot of ults pushing in, but this isn't 2CP. It's not really how you want to play. You don't want to like just chuck in all the ults just to get a single point.
I will say one thing about this game. This is like the most intense I've felt about an Overwatch game since like a Guangzhou Gleam when they were first out, and I was like, please win. I need this team to win. But since then, this game has been probably the most intense I've seen, or this is the most intense game I've seen. Very close on all sides. Femel, you were in the MVP running, but if you're gonna do stuff like that, it's a little iffy. Liver's gonna fall as well, and the Dragons kind of over ulting. They didn't really have the main tank. They probably would have won no matter what. Anarchy does follow it up, but Masamune is gonna fall as well. Toad's gonna find Dion, and this team is just consistently winning fights. They excel down to 30 seconds.
Have a kill.
That's tough.
He went for it and he got picked off. So Excel gonna be able to push it here with a 6v5.
If I was Pride, I'd be a little upset here as the Torque kind of went for the hammer kill.
And they don't even have his turret set up either.
It's fine if you're winning, but not really doing it. Liver stunned out of the shatter. That's gonna be unfortunate to see. Toad will be back in this fight now, and both teams kind of running even. We do see Pride with the beat. I'm gonna say that, and the Torgren all able to use it early, and they're gonna find two. Fried, great position. They're gonna use the Sig ult as well, and that's gonna be Fried taking map 4 and tying it up. Holy smokes, this is an intense game.
God. I mean, like I said, I was wondering how they would go on a escort type map, and they just kind of rolled. Not gonna lie. What's happening? What is this? What is happening in this game right now? This is kind of crazy.
I mean, it's grand finals. You know, it's better than. I have to say, it's closer than last season, no matter how much that hurts me.
True. Possibly. Oh my god, Carl. But anyway, you know, it's going well. This is a good game. 2-2. What, you know, either teams need to take another 2 maps, and it's donezo. You know, no one. People have to go home sooner or later.
Yeah, we do actually have to stop eventually once this game does have to end. But it seems like yeah. And with that being said, we'll be hopping over to the analyst desk just for a little 3-minute analyst. Use some washrooms, give teams just a bit of a break, because obviously we've been going at this for quite a while so far, and then make it a quick one, and then we'll be back with some more action. This is the Altitude Esports Grand Finals, Excel versus Fried. We got a tie game. Now let's hand it over to the analyst desk.
Absolutely.
All right. Welcome back to the analyst desk. I'm Kyle here with Syntax again, and I got my mom behind me because she is loving this banger of a game right now. It's actually pretty pog. 2-2, like way better than I would have expected. Syntax, any thoughts coming in for here?
No, man. Fried just came back on that map and just destroyed Excel. That was insane that they were able to pull that back and bring it back to a 2-2 map. First on Eichenwald, they weren't actually able to capture the first point. That was unexpected. You would think that they would get, you know, at least a second point and then possibly get stalled at the bridge, but they just weren't able to capture that first point.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, they just rolled. They rolled them, man. Like, Fried is actually playing this so well, and I would have never expected like how well they're doing right now. It's actually pretty crazy. Like, Cajun actually built a good team. Like,
that's actually surprising.
But yeah, they're doing great right now. Like,
fourth time's the charm.
But yeah, they are doing a fantastic job. I'm definitely excited to watch the rest of this game. It's looking great so far.
Yeah, definitely. And
I'm
on Havana, they tried to run a double sniper, but then they switched over to a sniper May for attack, and it actually ended up working a lot better.
Yeah, like Gluttony, we've always said that he can only play BAP, but honestly, it works. Like they're running this double shield that we thought no, it's not doing well, but like Excel's just being outplayed. Toad is stomping over Excel. Like it's crazy, man. Like Liver isn't getting any value. Like Excel is just really struggling to counter all of the tricks up Fried Sleeve right now.
Yeah, there was a really good wall by Toad on defense on like they actually walled up. I believe it was Eat Your Liver, if I'm not mistaken. That
Mhm.
made Liver completely miss his shatter. That's like the second best shatter miss I've ever seen. Second to there's a clip in the altitude clip section where the Sigma ults and lifts up 3 people right before they get shattered. It's like an elevator, and they're just gone.
We can't forget about the Ghouls Pink Sox game where Poison's shatter got blocked by a Maywa. He stared
Oh,
at
yeah,
that
yeah.
joint for at least a second and queued into a wall. So I mean, we're loving what we're seeing. Like this game is going much better than we expected. I thought it would have been over by now, 4 maps and we would have been done. But no, we're at a 2-2 tie, and it's looking like this is probably going to go to distance.
This is going to at least 6 maps.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think Excel has to do to turn it around? I'm guessing they're boomed, considering they probably had really low expectations of Friday.
Yeah, after winning Eichenwald, I feel like they had gotten really cocky going into the next map, and they just let Fried cap last point, and then they just could not get that first one.
For sure.
It's a really tough point to get if you're not focused. I'm definitely hoping that Eat Your Liver stops feeding so hard, because Papa is feeding half as hard, and Eat Your Liver is just feeding like he's just getting so much value out of Liver dying.
Yeah, it's kind of a battle of the feeds right now, but honestly, Papa's like really playing well. Like this combination with Papa, Toad, and Gluttony, it is cracked, honestly. Really something special, and this game is definitely looking like it's going to go to distance for us.
Yes, definitely.
Alrighty, so I think we're sending it back to our star-studded casters, especially like MVP and Big Boss. I've already said it, but screw it.
Before we go back into the casters, what lineups are you think we're going to go into here on the Ilios?
On Ilios, definitely looking forward to see more Masamune on the Lucio for sure. He's cracked. He's great. And
Also, yeah, I want to see Masamune on the Lucio, and I'm expecting to see hopefully a Pharah on the well map. That'd be interesting. But yeah, make sure you guys go and go check out the straw pool somewhere there in chat. I'll repost it here in a sec, and vote for your grand finals MVP.
yeah, so we'll have some votes from the casters, and then we'll also take in the community's votes. So make sure you vote, let your voice be heard, and then we'll be crowning our finals MVP too tonight.
Well, for those that are wondering what the final MVP award is, just briefly, finals MVP for every altitude game, we always like to do a map MVP of the person that we think was the best player in the match. So the finals MVP is just the best player that played the best in the grand finals.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of candidates here, but now we get to move on to Ilios. Back to King of the Hill.
Now arriving
I mean,
Ilios.
we're at least gonna get 7 maps, maybe more.
I mean, we could get more maps. Yes, technically we could. I mean, 7 maps would be. Sorry, I'm a little far away from Mike. 7 maps. And quick altitude pause. I mean, can't really trust anyone to ready up these days. Pause champ,
Yeah,
pause
had to
watch,
happen
NA stream.
sooner or later.
I mean, I think the weirdest part of the pause is it wasn't Excel. Excel notoriously known for using pauses.
True. Using every single one they have the ability to, and then some.
I mean, even Overwatch League, you watch a game now and they even have pauses, and you're like, how the heck how do they have pauses?
It's just, sometimes it happens. But I mean, I'm surprised we managed to get to the 5th map with 1 pause. That's actually nuts.
For those that are wondering, because I do see it in chat just a bit, you are not. You can wait to vote. We're gonna be posting the straw poll all the way till basically the last map is done. So if you would like to still see, because we are at an even game, obviously, so it could go either way. So obviously, it'd be nice to. You might want to wait and just get your opinion sorted. Get your affairs in order.
Absolutely. But yeah, chat's going kind of nuts everywhere. I'm getting pinged constantly. There's so much going on. People are excited for this game, and that's good to see. We have about 65 odd people in the stream right now watching.
It's a thing. We streaming. We live. We getting people.
We be live.
I mean, yeah. I love pauses. Yeah. They really give us time to do nothing and just kind of sit here. And my phone died.
But I mean, we get to this point. We've already asked chat. We're going to be continuously asking chat. These two on the analyst desk, they added their own input as well. But do you have any ideas who you want for MVP yet?
Okay, I mean, kind of a sucker. I like the Zen play. So up there for me, definitely Gluttony on the Fried, playing so great, getting picks. I mean, I just enjoy seeing a support player frag. And personally, I mean. On top of that, person that's not getting a lot of shout out would be Fancy on this off tank.
Mm-hmm.
You saw some big Sigma ults. You saw some just playing well in general, and I mean that's what you want to see from your off tank, and not a lot of people notice your off tanks that much. On the side of Excel, I definitely say their support line would be the strongest aspect, with Femel on the off tanks as well. So kind of similar on either side. I mean, Papa Smurf's in there. There's a lot of candidates in my mind. I'm not seeing too much from the Excel DPS, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. And even then, even Fried's DPS has been kind of back and forth. Doing a lot better on that last map, but the first few maps were a little bit. It's just tank and supports here. That's kind of what it's coming down to at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of of the same mind as you. Fancy, kind of the unsung hero here, doing a lot of work, and it's
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can we get Jeopardy music? Can we contact Jeopardy and get their music, please?
I wish, but unfortunately, it's
how much would that cost? Would that be like $1 million or something?
Oh man, at least. I'll make a scuffed variant that's
like a couple octaves higher.
Yeah, just real ear piercing, if you will. But I don't know. I mean, this is weird. This is the Excel strat being used by Fried. They've really downloaded them. really know what Excel's strengths are and using them against them even. This is
isn't Toad the one we're waiting on? Did Toad?
No, I don't think so. Maybe Anarchy.
Was it Anarchy? I swear. Oh, they're ready.
They're ready.
I need accelerating.
All right.
And then we can go.
Back to this. And see where we go.
I just saw Papa Smurfs. Wait 1 second. This is I don't understand right now what's going on behind the scenes is that we're asking ready, but no one seems to be responding because I don't know. So we are getting back to the game now, at long last. And yeah, Koth map V2. Who will win? I still say Fried,
Yeah, I mean, it's what happened the first time around in King of the Hill. Fried did very well.
Ready for battle.
But
can they follow it up? You're running out of things to say. I know.
I mean, I'm like reading things and stuff as well. There's so much to read. It's not usually this way. No, usually everyone in chat's quiet. there's like 5 messages total in the Discord, and same with the stream. But now it's just everywhere. I want to read everything, but I can't.
Cookie's got his family calling, congratulating him on the MVP. It's hectic.
Yeah, Obama dropped by a minute ago, and we shook hands.
Yeah, with gloves, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Gloves and a mask.
6 feet away, like with those like little robot hands to shake.
Yeah, exactly. The ones that you pick up trash with.
Yeah, and we do see Excel on this dive, and Fry's gonna run a counter dive. So it's can Excel dive the counter dive will be the kind of the question here. We do see Zoom on his signature tracer, already forced to use the recall, and now the monkey is in. The immortality will keep the team up, and Liver is gonna get hooked and cooked.
Did you see a little hog?
I mean, yeah.
See a little hog, and it's,
Flamel will be falling as well, and so will Dion. And Excel, I don't know why. I don't know if this is like they're trying to get creative or something. And Toad will get picked off by Grimy, but Firecracker is not letting that guy leave.
Probably going for
Back
the
your
Hunter
boy.
kill. Pretty long stagger. Zoom going onto the Torbjorn himself here. And there's a lot of swaps here, and that's kind of dangerous in these maps. You really don't have a lot of time to work with.
The only person working with an L charge now on the Excel is Dion and Grimy.
Yeah, and it's been a minute since I've seen the Electric Cowboy be too good. But I mean, it's been a second since I've seen Hog as well, so who knows?
And who would have thought the whole and Gluttony, Frag, as I've been saying, he finds an early pick, exactly what you want to see. And Mask, he gets another.
I mean, what is this rotation? Zoom's like all the way around.
Gets the other. See, I told you, dude. The supports are the ones getting the kills.
Yeah, the frag line is the support actually. They're just kind of sitting there doing a little bit. They're just doing chip damage.
They got the last 3. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I guess they're gonna have something.
I mean, when your bat finds 3 picks to start a fight.
50% and you're still making swaps. That's dangerous. You're gonna have no ults to work with.
In reality, you really got to look at it and be like, we got to go with it. At least we can win fights with ults, because Overwatch is such an Liver, you're going in the pit. Dion does find Anarchy with the anti-nade, but you are down the hog. Another's going to the pit by Famel.
Oh, like what happened there? I swear I just saw him get booped off and then just rubber band back on.
I think that's on your end.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Fancy finding multiple hooks per fight.
They're really just playing the aid strat here.
I mean, this is like the most comp strat ever. This is like the classic you play comp, and the pull into the fire, gonna do a ton of damage on the side of Fried. They do find both tanks. Anarchy, 1 Storm Arrow, 2 kills. That's the fight. Fried yet to drop a percentage on these Koth maps.
Oh my god. And like, I mean, I guess it's the same thing I said in map 1, but it didn't matter too much, is that the first round that they play on this map is like a super cheesy composition that Excelis is trying to adapt to. And I mean, it didn't matter the first map because like they still just won the second one as well in a kind of a normal fashion. But I mean, this point, you can still cheese up this point a little bit too. Throw in some extra herbs and spices, a bit of variety.
I was also reading chat, it gets distracting, you take a quick glance. I'm supposed to say smart things the whole time, and I usually say dumb things, so it's really hard for me to cast sometimes.
True.
And
it's just all out. There's so much to read.
The question is, has Fried been analyzing like XL gameplay? Have they been been getting those video conferences going, and they've been like watching how XL plays? Because on these Koth maps, they don't give up a percentage, and we do see Excel back on this dive.
I mean, I guess you can go dive, but maybe if you're gonna run a dive map, this is gonna be the one that you're gonna want to run it on. But even still,
I would say no, because once you get inside of this point, it's so hard to dive effectively. As you see, Liver tries to go in and already losing his life.
We don't see a lot of good Winston play in this league, unfortunately.
I mean, you have your main tanks playing so much Reinhardt for so long, unless you've been really practicing the dive, or you just have an ungodly gifted Reinhardt player, or Winston player, it's gonna be very you're gonna be very rusty, as both characters are very different in playstyle and gonna require very different movement.
Absolutely. Zoom moving over back onto the main jail here. No more fun allowed whatsoever. and see if they can make it work. Because May's really good on this point, but they have to be able to get onto the point. Because
Liver falling low, can't even push in. The wall's gonna come out. Liver, will he stay alive? That's my question. The ults are gonna come out. Liver will be nanoed up, but he's just getting punished by this whole team. The nano by Dion is huge, but the immortality unable to keep his team up. Huge play by Dion on the support, and Masa with the boop as well.
Yeah, that was a huge anti as well. Absolutely massive. They just got to walk in, and they get their first percentages on a King of the Hill. But yeah, that anti, the nano, ooh, beautiful. That's pretty much what sealed it. You know, immortality. It's a good ult. I mean, a good ability, but once it goes down, you're still anti, you're still low. And so I'll just kind of walk through.
That's kind of your goal. I mean, we do see a lot of ults on the side of Fried, quite a bit ahead of this Excel team, and for a bunch of them, as Excel did have to pour in a couple on that last fight, but they are still very close. Toad, huge pickoff, finds Dion and Grimy early, and that's gonna be it. Toad making the plays that need to be made. Gonna find 2 just to win that fight early, and Fry gives up quite a bit of percentage, but they're back in charge.
I like Doomfist. You know, Toad just says, I want to win, and presses some buttons, and you know, literally wins it single-handedly. You know, take out the Ana, main heal's gone. Take out Grimy, main DPS gone, and then you know, you die from there on.
The high noon is in. The Sigma ult's gonna pull him up, and Toad finds another. The pin goes in, but Grimy gets the counter. Zoom will find Anarchy in the back, but Fried is dominant.
Dude, this is insane. Like, compared to other maps, they're a little bit more even, but this map is just like Fried are absolutely rolling, completely uncontested. It's insane.
Yeah, Fried definitely been practicing their control, as they do not seem to want to lose these.
One last fight could be the end of this map. And Fried definitely have the ability.
Fried has the ults. The Shatter really not finding anyone there. The pin and Papa Smurf will go down. No tanks on the side of Fried. They use the Doom ult. They're gonna use the Kree ult as well, and Toad will find Liver in return. Zoom not really able to find anyone. Tries to get the Lucio, but Gluttony finds Grimy. Gluttony with another huge pick. I mean, it does look like Fried has lost this fight, as it is only really Gluttony on the point. Just the supports left. But I mean, you got to 99.
But even so, I would have just dropped ult. Like, I would have not used your ults. You used so many there to lose the fight, and that's not how you play it. Because you know Excel, they have to win this fight. They have to use all the ults that are left, and they don't win the map out of the fight. So you just let them come in, use all their ults, because you know you come back in with an advantage. But now you've got absolutely nothing to walk in with. You just have to win a dry fight, or at least use one single fight to build up ults.
And Toad's dropping in, goes for the punch, gonna drop in and die. Unfortunate there. Will they back up? That is the question. They definitely will, as that's gonna be almost all of Fried dead. Firecracker probably should just throw. Oh, he does get out.
Ooh, sneaky boy. Managed to get out, hanging onto his life just there. Fancy under the D.Va. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Sigma's a better pick here. There's no one really bouncing around on high ground for, like, what do you do here as D.Va? Like, what's your job other than eat like Mora balls?
Yeah, I mean,
that stick anyway.
We really don't really have anything, but I mean, both teams are running it, so maybe maybe it works. Toad's gonna come in looking for value again. The immortality is gonna keep him up. Used a little early, in my opinion, as Papa is now falling low. Zoom finds 2, and that's gonna be 3. Zoom looking like he can bring this fight for the Excel. Fried looking so dominant, unable to continue winning this fight. The Doom ult's gonna come in, but should be it.
I think it just came down there to maybe Fried. I don't know. I don't want to say cocky, but they just really wanted to finish the fight there and then and get this map done with. But in doing that, in wasting so much stuff, they just literally threw the map away.
It puzzles me why they, like, once Excel used ults. If your thinking was, hey, all we have to do, look how much percentage we have. We have 99. They only have 33. If we win this fight, or if we lose this fight and not use our ults, we're guaranteed basically winning the next one, as long as we pour everything into it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of your.
They wanted to go, 3 rounds. They were thinking this is the last map. instead of like the what 5th map. Yeah, still a couple maps to go.
4, 3,
Possibly, potentially like 10 more maps, but you know,
It could go- I mean,
finish this a little bit sooner than that.
At this point, I feel like we'll probably be going. We'll definitely be going at least 6, maybe 7. This is currently map 5 that we are on. So
We
I
have,
mean,
we
if
have to
you're,
go
if
at
you're
least
anxious for an end, obviously that's good. I mean, it's been such an intense map. I hope we can get to see it all 4. Toad's gonna go in looking for value, forced to push out very early there. Both teams now running the Doom after seeing how effective it was for Toad. No Creed run on either side, which is very interesting to me. The Monkey's gonna come in, but Zoom's gonna fall early. Liver, get off the Monkey, dude. It's not working as Masamune's gonna fall to Toad. Famel falling is in critical condition here. Barely kept up. Massa unable to boot the Rhine off. Gonna fall as well. Pride taking point as they like to do. I mean, that's what they're good at.
Grimy actually finally winning the 1v1 on the Widow, taking out Anarchy, but it doesn't matter. Like,
Little late.
like I said, get off the Winston, because running Winston into Reinhardt and Doom, oh man, I mean Monkey for a long time, and that's just
Running Monkey.
don't do that.
I mean, it's not even that. I mean, I think a good Monkey might have a little more value, but yeah, in general, Monkey isn't good. And I
you
mean,
have to play it so much differently than just diving into the
yeah,
Doom.
you have to be so careful about how you're running this. And if you're not, it's just not going to really work. We do see Anarchy find Famel early there. That's going to be a huge D-mech. And there's a lot of ults up for Fried. Liver falling low. The Doom's going to be pushing Fancy around. Fancy should really be looking to find this Widow up top. Liver will be nanoed up. They don't have an Ana of their own as Toad finds Grimy though. Toad finds another in Dion. Toad is going off. Zoom trying to follow it up, but Toad's going to go down. Liver finds one with the pin, but Excel having some troubles here.
Zoom wanted to jump into the back there and take out some picks, but was just that much slower than Toad. Toad had already taken 2 people out while Zoom
I
just
will not be
couldn't
able
find
to
the
speak
picks.
tomorrow. I'm definitely going to have no voice tomorrow.
That's fine. You don't need it. I mean, you know, try casting a couple of goat games,
Goats games,
and then
I
come
never
back.
talk.
no one can hide.
That is good.
So
Good point.
this is still a pretty nuts game. Could be 7 maps of these just back and forth fights.
The
where
Widow
it's
Ult's
so
going to
even.
be out showing the location of the Excel team. The Shatter. I don't think it found anyone. And the bomb can't get anyone either. No, not really finding anything as well. 2 ults out for Fried, not finding the value. Famel will find Toad. And the Shatter by Liver finally followed up. The beat by Firecracker will keep his team up, but Papa will follow. Same with Liver. Excel has a slight advantage going into this next fight. They need to find someone. Gluttony's going to go down next, and Fancy will be D-Mech. They almost are at 99% though. So you're in a
It's
situation
going to be
where-
a similar thing to the last map, is where Fried just overcommit to a fight that they don't need to win, or they really ideally can't win. But now they've got no ults pushing into what, 3, 4, nearly 5 ults. You're gonna have some struggles pushing back into here because Excel has so much advantage to hold the whole time.
Yeah, it's you need to, the problem with Koth I find is that it's hard to, once you give up point, it's hard, sometimes it can be very hard to give it back, even if you're at this 99. If Excel plays this smart, uses their ults, wins fights without having to use too much, they can actually continue to win. And Zoom finds one early, but Excel throws in everything.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You only
yeah, I mean, they already won the fight. The Zoom ult, I mean, Zoom ult wasn't too bad. You know, Zoom ult isn't always like the world's biggest ult, but you know, I think the beat was a little bit.
I don't know what they were beating as Fried
Yeah.
didn't have any ults up. I think it was kind of like, I think they were nervous, in my opinion. I think if they thought like if we lost one here, we'd lose the fight. But Zoom was already cleaning it up. Zoom had it under control, so you're gonna be going to these next fights, no really support ult. And Famel gonna be D-Mech using his ult, finds Firecracker though. The High Noon will be out as well. Anarchy finds another. This fight's going back and forth, not back and back. Famel will be D-Mech'd again. He's gonna probably die again. Gluttony will be picked off by Massa. Please do not lose the 1v1 against Famel on Doomfist.
Okay.
It's just gonna be Liver left. Liver trying to hold on for as long as possible. Zoom will be back soon as well. Liver just alive. Zoom will be back on the Doom. Unable to find anything. He almost got Dion as well. The bomb's gonna come out. 99 to 92. This is last fight. Whoever wins this will be winning our map 5. The beat's gonna come out on the side of Firecracker. They're gonna find Grimy through it. They find DMEC Famel. Famel will be down as well. Liver's back. Zoom's going in. The Kree is on him. It's just Liver. Liver, you're stalling for your life. Dion's just back in time, but it's just gonna be him and Fried taking map 5. My voice, I can hear it. I need to
I can hear it just going. But man, Fried winning map 5. They're up 3-2. They only need to win one more map. If you're Excel, you're getting a little bit shaky here. And you got to remember how to play Overwatch real quick. Because like we talked about it before, there's just a lot of times the ult economy has just been thrown out the window for no reason. Because I mean here, the Doom ult's fine. A bit of a flex, take out like everyone. You know, you had that highlight reel, but the beat.
That beat decided that fight, honestly. Because if Massa had that beat, you really never know. Like any of those ults that got value on the side of Fried could have gone any way possible. So go, now,
when that last fight,
analyst desk already? No, there's one more for analyst desk, right?
No, yeah, one more.
Well, we can wait till 7. I will have to get a drink though, real quick.
That's fine. But you know, like you said, it's the ult was just committed for no reason. Even though technically Excel won that fight, they really lost it because they threw away the beat. And that would have been huge for the next fight, where it was really even, despite the ults being used. A lot were thrown out from either team. And it was all over the place, and it was really even for a long time. But then eventually, Fried managed to get momentum. But if they had beat there, it would have almost guaranteed Excel's win there, and continuing on to at least another full fight, and then maybe taking the map. But now they're down a map. Fried need to win literally one more map to finish this off. It's pretty crazy.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. So I might be able to finish casting this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get some do some quick vocal surgery and keep me going. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Get some tea. That used to be always my go-to. A little bit of Lipton's, keep you going.
It's all good. I'll join you for a few while Cry's gone. I don't have a camera. Camera's
beautiful. All right.
non-existent, so we'll just stare at Cry's blank face, but it's fine.
Unlucky. So I mean, I don't know. We've heard from Syntax, we've heard from Kyle. You've had a lot from me and Cry, but what are your thoughts on this match so far?
I'm just happy that it's a game. First off, I'm happy it wasn't a 4-0 either way, whether it was Fried or Excel. It's been good. I mean, they're starting to they've played 5 maps against each other, and they still have at least one more. Every team kind of knows how each other plays. We saw the first map was definitely a one-way roll for Control, and the other map was definitely the one-way roll for Excel. And then it seemed to start level out as the teams tried to figure out how to play around each other. As we saw, this Control map was definitely way closer than the last time, and I think that. I think it'll probably get a bit closer as we go to 2CP as well, I'm not going to lie, but I'll give it back to Cry as he exists again.
I'm back. I got water. I'm ready to go. Most intense game I've ever streamed, that's for sure. So do we know what map they've chosen?
I gotta go to 2CP, and they're gonna go to Hulk Sky. Oh, fuck. But, I mean...
You're going to start with Canada.
This game's going on forever, and I don't know about you, Crab, but I got another game to go to after. You got another game to go to after this.
I gotta play.
I gotta cast goats after this.
You have to cast more after this. Jeez.
I gotta play a goats match. I mean, you gotta play it. You gotta play the game, but I gotta cast that thing.
I mean, I enjoyed myself here, so you know what? I'm fine to go. If I don't have to speak later, we're good.
Yeah, you don't need that main tank. You don't need the Reinhardt to talk at all.
I'm so tired. Okay, after that map, MVP. I'm leaning too far back in my seat. MVP. What are your thoughts?
Don't know. I still just don't know. It's so over the place. Toad doing a lot of work there. Finally, we have a DPS on the board where I'd actually be happy to give them MVP. Toad doing a lot of work, and Arky being a really good backup, still putting a lot of damage on the front line. But, dude, everyone on Fried are playing so well right now. Papa Smurf on the Reinhardt taking so much space, and Fancy. I mean, I kind of flamed the Diva a little bit because, I mean, Diva's still a fine pick, but there's sometimes better ones. But if you manage to find a lot of value with Diva, then that's fine. And Fancy did. Fancy found a lot of value, especially on that last round. And then, of course, Firecracker and Gluttony, the fragging supports here, just doing so much work. It's, I don't know. It's all over the place.
I think someone turned the heat off in my house because it is really cold all of a sudden.
I'm the other way around. It's hot as hell in here.
It's like 10 degrees for all Americans out there. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit because I use the temperature that the whole world uses. So I don't know.
True. Yeah, I don't even know what temperatures are what anymore. I can't learn bloody Fahrenheit because it's just who would want to. And then Celsius is still just like I'm starting to forget it. You know, I just live in a world of no temperature gauge.
That's fair. I mean, Australia's hot. America cold. It's tough.
At least I moved down to Mississippi where it's like it's warm enough.
I mean, there's some very warm areas in the States, I have to say. I mean, look at Syntax. Wherever he's from, it's nice and warm there.
It's fucking hot.
Match.
Thanks for the weather report, Syntax, and now we will be back. We'll hand it back to the Gamecasters.
Just screaming. It's spawning. Oh yeah, and teams are swapping over. We got Fried in the blue. You know, that's their color. You know, it's also Excel's color, but
I mean they're
Fried
both
winning,
the same color. It's tough.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fried are winning, so they deserve to have the blue.
I mean,
you know?
the last 2 CP, we saw Excel take it. I mean, Excel got that.
They really took it.
We were kind of in this exact same situation, but Excel just has such a strong attack where they have so much time to work with. But I don't think you're going to see that kind of attack on Volskaya like you do on Anubis, as in my opinion is a lot harder just has to force to get obscene times.
Yeah, when you see that like 4.5, nearly 5 minute time bank, you kind of just want to alt F4 and just go for the next map, you know.
2 CP should not be in the game. If we made every map a hybrid map, this game could be fun. I mean, hybrid and Koth are both good.
Yeah, exactly.
And normal push cart, whatever that's called.
Push cart? Oh, escort.
It's called push to escort. That's the word. Not
What about the new map?
push? It's in Toronto, dude. How can I not like it? My house is in the game.
Oh, you know, you can see it.
Yeah, no.
I've been there.
Yeah, like. I mean, I don't live downtown, so probably not. But we do see Excel trying to force their way in here. A nice double shield by Frieden. It worked well on Havana, so if it can work maybe again, I guess that's kind of their goal here. Excel being very passive, not really knowing if they need to push in or not. Okay, that was bad. But it was kind of like what we saw on Friday on Eichenwald, where they took so long to push in, it was just bad. And Dion already has the nano up. Liver is in, swinging. He needs to find someone, or this nano won't be worth it. They almost have a tick on the point. They will have the tick, but they still haven't found the picks they need. Anarchy finds one for the side of Fried, and Fried will still be up. Anarchy finds another. The high noon will be out. Masamune assassinating him on the high ground, but Fancy's gonna find Liver as well. Fried giving up over a tick there, but still staying in control.
I mean, it's still kind of all over the place. They kind of like just left Dion to have just full heal antis, you know, just leaving Dion alone almost lost them though, because there's just so much value from an Ana that's free when it's so easy to make them, you know, not free.
I mean, we do see Grind.
They have 5 ults here to defend with.
Yeah, Fried. Everyone basically has their ults up, except for like Famel and Grimy, and obviously Anarchy used his, but Grimy's just been very slow. He was picked off early in the last fight, so he has yet to get it. It's going to be kind of up to Excel here just to gain ult advantage or make value of their lack of ult. Both freezes are out. I don't know what's going on. The pin is out as well. The shatter gets Liver. Papa is low. The counter shatter is blocked. Papa goes down, but Liver goes down as well. The bomb is out. Fancy kills 2. Fancy goes down. It is an even fight yet again. Toad finds 1. Gluttony's being dove. Can he keep himself up? Zoom is low. Zoom's gonna get picked off. And Fried staying, keeping the fight.
No. Oh, that is rough. You know, you had that pick on the Reinhardt And if they manage to just come back a little bit there, they might have been able to retest here, but they're not gonna, you know.
The
be able to
pick
get
on the
there.
Reinhardt costed Liver's life. Not that it was Liver's fault. He went in well. He got the Ryan, but he was unable to keep himself up. If Excel pulled back, as you're trying to say, as you were saying, and they would have had the quicker spawns and they would have easily won this. But now we see a full Fried team versus another full Excel team, with Fried definitely been able to find the value so far on the picks. They're going to open up with Grimey's High Noon. Finds Anarchy just a little late. Zoom's going to go in as well. Almost gets Toad, but they're going to have no immortality on the side of Fried. Liver's going to be nanoed up as well, and Gluttony's going to go down. Excel definitely has the point now.
Why doesn't Ryan charge work anymore? There's been so many times where I swear someone should be pinned, and it's just, no, it's not. But,
I hate Reinhardt players.
True. But,
Does
like,
shatter work? Do pins work? No.
no, none of it.
Who really knows how they work?
Cell cap, a minute left, which is a lot different than Temple of Anubis, and this is generally a harder point to take on point B here. So I think we're going to see a better defense here from Fry than we saw on
the
Anubis.
one interesting aspect of 2CP is that no matter if you cap first, you still have like, with no time, you still have a chance to bring it back. You get over 3 minutes on the clock, no matter what. Or usually, well, you get 3 minutes plus added on. So no matter how much time your opponents get, you still can come back. They're gonna open up with the signals on the side of Fried, and they're gonna find Zoom with it. Toad finding another valuable pick, and Liver's gonna have no shield as well. Liver does have the shatter, but if he uses it here, I'm gonna be very curious, as they're already down 1.
And you can see it here beautifully how well Papa Smurf plays. If that was any other Reinhardt in the league, that would have been swinging at Eat Your Liver.
I mean,
He's just wanted that shutter. I mean, I would have done the same thing. I would have just been swinging.
I wouldn't shame. We have some pretty strong Reinhardt's players in the league.
But a lot of them are all very aggro. That's the thing. Like,
That is true,
we have a lot of aggro Ryans who just want
I would have tried to pin Liver there.
Yeah,
I would have been charging in.
Smurf just held his shot up and didn't let his entire team get shattered. He's watched that Reinhardt cinematic. He knows what happens if he puts
Bomb
it down.
comes in, doesn't find anyone. Very aggressive bomb play, and the sleep by Dion lets the shatter go. But Gluttony finds another pick on Grimy before the High Noon comes through. Fried finding the picks they need, and they had to use a lot, but so did Excel.
That's insane. These fights are just working out so well for Fried. That Blizzard alone kind of saved them, really, keeping the netted Ryan in place. And Papa Smurf again, he's just holding his shield and letting his team do the damage. People are still focused on him because it's a 1 HP anti-run. Yeah, he's immortality, but it's still like you want to kill him. And you know, Toad and Anarchy just find the picks.
I mean, that's kind of what 2CP is about. If one of your teammate gets picked off early, it's very difficult to capture this point. Zoom's gonna go in early with the Doom ult, and the High Noon will be out as well. Who they find, Firecracker will be the one that will be found, and Papa Smurf's gonna fall low. Toad's gonna go down. Fancy using his ult there, finds one, and Anarchy finds another. Dion is low in the back. But I mean, Excel looking like they should be able to capture. The Lucio is able to touch. How long, though, will Firecracker be able to? Toad has the touch now as well, and this is how you have to do it. Individually going onto the point. Papa is on in the back, unable to find the pick, and all of Excel is back. It's going to be how long can the Fried stall? They already are at under the under minute mark. So no matter how long they do stall, as long as they cap both, they will have time. Gluttony does find Zoom. Is that the opening Fried needs? Toad finds Dion. They're bringing it back. Toad finds another. Grimey's going down. Excel, how do you lose that fight? Toad finds Sumel as well. Liver's gonna go down. For Fried, bring it back. What am I witnessing? Fried.
Oh my.
Fried's the goat. Long have we
I wouldn't
waited.
be able to touch, but like it's just you don't want to be the one stalling here on attack. You got so far to go.
Excel does it. The bomb is on point. Finds Anarchy. Can Excel do the exact same thing Fry just did? They look like they are. Fancy's going to go down next. Papa's going to go down. Excel, even after losing that last fight, still should be able to cap 2 here. I don't want to eat my words again, but I mean, there's just 2 on the point. Firecracker's going to go down next. Fancy and Anarchy are on. but they haven't really. They have to find someone. Anarchy's gonna go down super quick. Fancy's probably gonna fall soon as well. Papa will be on the point, but Liver's gonna be nanoed up. The Shatter finds no one. Gluttony unable to touch. And
So close to that primal rage. So yeah, I mean, how did Fried lose that fight? You know, they're literally just gonna kill Sagas coming onto point, and they
the beat made sure that they could get on point no matter what. That was the problem with that. When Mouse uses the beat, it's very difficult to kill a solo beat Lucio with beat. Those frogs are slippery.
They really are. Man, this game is just it's insane.
Can we get the long have we waited? It's going.
Fried activated.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to start a chant going, and then Excel touches and caps 2.
That's crazy, but they still got 0-0 overtime. If Fried managed to get a decent push here, you know, Excel doesn't get another chance of pushing.
I mean, I think as someone who plays the game quite frequently, I think one of the worst things to see on 2CP is that, I mean, capping both is great, but when you have that 0%, if you give up both those points and they have time left, that is just the worst feeling of all, because all your hard work of capping the second point and you still don't get an attack, or you still are limited, or you still have to keep playing, or your opponent still is in the advantage.
It's rough.
I mean, it's 2CP.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. It's 2CP. It's a map. That's about all that can be said.
Yeah. It's not even a map. It's a map type.
Yeah. Okay. Mr.
Technical there. We do see very similar comps here. The Toad gonna stick on the Doomfist while Zoom goes on the Mei. We've seen a lot of Mei comps throughout playoffs. We haven't really seen too much of this Doom though. This Doom.
Doom's a lot funner. Doom's a lot funner to watch. A lot funner to play. I like it. He's been a little bit sticky, but very easy to catch out here.
Fried already taking position on the point much quicker than their last push, and Liver's gonna be falling low. The pin goes out. Papa is able to get behind his team. Toad's going in a little too deep there, Toad. And
just in the middle of the team.
Yeah, he's gonna fall to Liver. I mean, Fried still is not in the worst positions here. They are on attack, so they're just trying to farm ultis. And they did get the nano out, so.
I mean, Diane's been getting those nanos pretty damn quickly, just on cooldown basically. But the stack on the Femel is huge. Toad, don't go in now.
Bloody does find Grimy as well. Support, so you guys have to jump off the map. I mean, you're gonna be staggered. If Excel doesn't try to stack, Excel, not Femel. Excel, go for the stagger.
Excel, zooming. Oh,
the sleep's gonna come out.
Terrifying.
This is like, like what you guys think was gonna happen there?
Oh,
the shatter. Fried, what are you doing?
Freeze up throwing. Get out. Oh,
I say to use the Fried activation meme.
Yeah,
and then I see that. And
yeah, I mean, just immediately, I don't know, we had a blackout or what, but we've just completely switched off.
This hurts my soul. And I'm a ginger, so.
Yeah, you don't even have one.
Exactly, it's tough. That's how much it hurts, dude. It gave me a soul just so I could feel it.
But we've still got 2 minutes here to push in. We've got some ults on board now. Fried might actually be able to do something sensible.
Not win, do something sensible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they win, just do something smart, please.
Both teams going for the high ground. We've seen this used before. Papa Smurf, a lot of ults are coming out. Grimy gonna pick off Toad as he tries to pick him out, knock him out of the ult. Anarchy's gonna use his ult and find Grimy in return. So both teams are even yet again. Lucio's looking for beats, and Liver, I don't know if he realizes, but his team is not with him. The pin's going out, the counter shatter is in as well, and Masta goes a little aggressive. Your Liver's gonna get booped, and Fried take the point.
I mean, Firecracker alone getting 2 boops that were on the 2 major playmakers there, both being Zoom and Eat Your Liver. You don't want to get your nanoed Reinhardt booped off, and you don't want to get your Mei with ult booped off, and that's both the people that Firecracker got.
As we have
and now they're going to be pushed in with some ults ready to go again.
Yeah, as we have a very brief second, I'd like to thank Hungry Dude and Interflux OW for the follows. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thanks for watching.
Hungry, pretty good. We casted a game the other day. He's a bit of a newbie, but he went alright. He's a good dude.
That's good. Everyone's just casting. I mean, it's tough. The May does get stunned up, but the Mail is going to be huge. Most of Fried is caught. Excel. Did Excel use all their ults there? It looked like they used a lot.
Yeah, they use what, like, I don't know. Yeah, like 4 of them.
Anarchy still finds liver. I mean, they have the quick spawn, so it doesn't really matter. It's just funny to see. I mean, Fried's goal right now, for those who don't play Overwatch or just forgotten, because I don't know how, but Fried's goal is to capture it with over a minute left on the clock, as if they are able to do that, Excel will not have a chance of winning the map, and it will be up to Fried to win or tie it, which would be in a great position for Fried to be in, and would also mean we might end up casting 8 maps.
Yeah. It's a very real possibility.
Papa Smurf gonna go in aggressive. Toad falls and Papa Smurf misses the shatter. He's gonna be swinging in Liver as Liver has no shield. Liver forced to back up with no shield. He's gonna be swinging now though, and they're gonna try to follow it up. Fried unable to really get anything done here.
Yeah, they kind of just put in a couple of ults. The shatter not finding anything, that's not too detrimental. And I guess, McCree ult's kind of hit and miss sometimes, but you lose both of them while Toad's inting. I don't know what happened between this map and the last map. Maybe Toad needs to switch off here because like he just isn't finding any value when he's just literally to the point that it's actually what this is. He's just feeding. That's all he's doing right now. He's throwing my comp games right now.
Toad?
Yeah. He's just don't be keying in. He doesn't have a Zaya to protect him or anything. So
this is like the balls that I play Overwatch with, dude. Just keep throwing themselves away. I mean, you're running Doom, you gotta realize you probably should be swapping here. They have this Kree that's just gonna be stunning you up. They have this Ryan that can just swing in and the D.Va that can chase you out. And a huge anti. But Fried's in a great position where they are able to back out there. It actually got almost, I think, all 6 of Fried, so.
They're gonna look at the zoom, but he manages to get out. But it's still playing like this weird game. If Fried want to stop them having another push, they have to take it in the next 20 seconds.
River gonna be able to go in here. They use the beat, but Fancy still somehow falls. Oh, that was Excel's beat. Excel uses the beat and they find Fancy. Papa Smurf will be falling low. The immortality keeps him up, but he is anti. Toad will find Dion, and that's gonna be no main support. But the rest of Fried is gonna fall as well. And Fried really not having any answers here with only a minute left.
They had so much time, and that was like their second fight. Like I don't understand why Fried are playing so ridiculously passive with the damn Doom. Doom is aggressive. He's not passive. We finally get the May, which makes a lot more sense right now. And we've got some ults coming up, but I mean, this is basically your last fight.
Yeah, if Fried loses this fight, they probably lost the map. The bomb's gonna come out. The immortality still's alive. If Famel finds one, huge pick off by Famel, gonna force Fried back, but I don't think Fried really has anything to push in here. They're down to 19 seconds, and they're gonna stagger Fancy as well. They're gonna have to somehow touch the point and with one and keep them alive long enough for this team to come back. It's gonna be all up to Firecracker here, who will be in. He's gonna get the touch, 81 health. Is he gonna beat? He's not gonna beat, but he will get the touch on. Papa Smurf's gonna come in as well. He's gonna be falling extremely low. Probably could have used that beat. Anarchy does find one, but I don't think it will be enough. It looks like we will be heading into a map 7.
Yeah, they can get on here, but it's not going to matter too much, especially for that Nano. Angry Ryan, shattering absolutely
Beat
nothing.
does come in now, but Excel is just so up in ults, it doesn't really matter. The Kree ults by Grimy should be able to finish this up, at least get them off the point. Firecracker will fall, and Excel taking map 6, going into that juicy map 7. I said juicy too many times.
God. Juicy map 7. Was not expecting that, but I mean, this is where Fried thrive, if you will. The other day beating Fission in the exact same fashion. Going to that map 7. This is what they want. Like I was talking about this before. Firecracker getting those 2 playmakers going off the board. This is insane. We're going to map 7 of Fried versus Excel. Who would have imagined the day?
For seeing Fried versus Excel in the as a playoff game going into a map 7. I mean, before this game, I was talking to some Excel people, and they weren't even treating it like a game. They were talking about bringing in people that hadn't played, like all these other types of things. And right now, Excel is barely holding on to this game.
Mhm.
It's 3-3. This game is down to the wire. Can Fried win this last map and win it all? Can they win it all? That's what we're talking about here.
Imagine Fried winning grand finals. Like, I'm not sleeping on him. That would just be great. Like, it's funny. It's hilarious, honestly. So what map type we go to now? Hybrid? We're going to Hollywood. Oh my lord. I mean, we saw how Excel did last time on a hybrid map. You know, we didn't even get to see the escort aspect, rather. What's happening?
Who is your MVP? We're almost done this game, and I don't know.
Map 5, I was like, it's got to be Toad at this point. He's popping off. But
That
then
last
he was
map was just not strong for Toad.
I mean,
I'm gonna come out here.
Blame, but like, they were basically just 5v6 with Toad on the board.
I'm gonna come out here.
Both attack points. He literally entered and fed all.
I mean, I'm gonna just come out here. Big announcement. I'm looking at Gluttony.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just like seeing him frag. I mean, what can I blame him? But I mean, can you blame me, not blame him? I mean, he was a role star, or honorable mention role star, as pretty sure, and so is Papa Smurf. But I guess it will kind of be decided about what everyone thinks. I mean, if that's being said, make sure to like vote in the straw poll that we've been posting down below. See, who you think should be the MVP? This will be the finals MVP, as the league MVP went to Cookie Breed, the other caster, ironically, which was a long debatable process. But yeah, we are going to be going into the next 7 or the next map 7. I've lost the ability to speak. I've been speaking for so long. But yeah, this is it. The apocalypse.
Excel saying Cajun. They really just want to. They need that. They need that crutch. They need Cajun in for the win.
They need Cajun would carry. All I'm saying. And quick, as we have time, quick shout out to ZLM82_ for the follow, as well as TV Pollux. Appreciate the follows and hope everyone's enjoying themselves. This is a very exciting game. Had a lot of support from the community, and I mean, we've hit our all-time viewer counts of 83, so let's keep it up. We're just about to get to the next map underway. Excel, they're taking a little time, you know. This is intense. This is intense.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely nutty.
What do you think of my goblet?
I actually brought up a good point. If Excel manages to win this, Zoom is also a very good contender for MVP here, doing a lot of work when he switches to the Doomfist himself. And even when they're kind of getting boomed, he's still finding value.
Can we give it to another XL DPS member 2 years in a row? I'm just kidding. I mean, Zoom's been playing great as well. I haven't really seen what I normally see from this Excel DPS. That's my only thought. Usually Excel's DPS is really strong. They usually are doing quite a bit, a little more than the tanks, in my opinion, usually. They rely quite a bit on this DPS line, and they just haven't shown up every map.
That's fair. Okay. It's something to think of.
I mean, in a map this close, everyone's going to have their own opinion. So
opinions are bad. But yeah, I mean, same thing. I mean, Dynas has been doing well in this Ana, getting those nanas and the nades. But Masa, honestly, I haven't been seeing as much from him as usual. Usually he's absolutely insane. But he's been a little bit, held back a little bit throughout this series. Not seeing exactly what you normally would see from him. And like you said, yeah, the DPS, not quite there. I really wouldn't know who to give it to here. No one's doing actually insane here.
It's going to be a pretty big debate. I think whoever comes in here, it's going to be crazy. Whoever gets the interview, this map, this season in general has just been such a great season. We've had so many teams come in. We've had so many players play so well. We've had so much emotion in these playoffs as everyone tries to be number one. And this match is just kind of the peak of it all. So no matter what happens, I think whichever team wins or whatever team loses, both teams played really well, and it's going to be really crazy to see how this turns out.
Oh my god. Oh, man, I just want to sit here and play Terraria all day, but no, we're gonna just cast for like 10 hours straight of Overwatch. I don't even play this game anymore, man.
Shut up, Cookie. We scrimmed yesterday.
That wasn't playing Overwatch. That was Cookie feeding for
That was my
2
wife.
hours. Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's better than me at this.
you just put her on for scrims and then just take the MVP awards.
True.
That'd be crazy, dude. That'd be like a breaking story if this whole time Cookie
Shut
wasn't
up,
actually
Leo.
good at Overwatch. Yeah.
Yeah, what if like I
He
was
just
asking
took
to
the
go
clout.
on Mercy main?
Yeah.
Oh, imagine. Yeah, I mean, that'd be the exact same place as Cajun then.
Damn, dude.
5,
No
You didn't
way.
have to say that.
2,
No, I love Cajun. You know, he's I don't know, he's just an absolute machine of a man.
objective A.
His team, he's really just brought his team in here. Who's running Hog?
I mean, the hog worked.
Okay, I'm feeling it.
It worked on well when they had when they could like pull him into something, but
Just try and shut down Zoom completely.
who knows?
Okay, we're doing something here.
I believe in it. You know, let's give it a second. Let's see if it works. They already broke Liver's shield, and the hog's just gonna get on point. The tank's gonna easily get on point. Toad's gonna go in. The anti comes out, but the gold's just gonna keep him up. Zoom can't really find anyone to punch in. And I mean, Fried can't really push in either, as they don't really have that many shields, but
Yeah, I mean
that's a minor
Liver's
problem.
Shield just keeps being blown up over and over again, especially with this Hog. Hog does
I mean,
insane
if
shit.
Fried can get a pick here, they can win this. Otherwise, it's tough. Zoom goes in first, though. He's gonna get that early pick off. He will find Anarchy. Toad follows it up with a pick on Zoom. But they have there needs to be some follow-up. Gluttony, okay, Gluttony was not in the right spot there, and
No,
Fried using quite a bit of their time there. I'm unsure of why they're running this comp. I don't know if they have a strat with it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. We've seen such good Ryan play this whole time by Papa Smurf, and now you're putting him on this Orisa.
Yeah, this is an odd thing to be running for that last map, because
Toad finds Zoom early, and Liver's gonna be in and swinging. They're gonna look for value here. Liver's way too deep. He's been punched very far. He's gonna try his best to get out here, and it looks like he will, but Toad finds Dion in the meantime. The Doomult's coming out. He gets Grimy as well. What were you saying about Toad? He brought it back.
he heard us. The caster curse finally came through. There we go. So it's single-handedly winning it,
After
basically.
a rough map of Volskaya, Toad takes the point with 2 minutes. I mean, Fry takes the point. Same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Fried doing more in that one fight than he did all of Volskaya, but I mean, he needed to do it, and all his team had to do was just live and let Toad just kill everyone. I mean, and it happened. No one's taking
I'm
high ground here.
shaking. I'm not playing, but I'm like physically shaking. I don't know if I just talked too much, but or like haven't eaten, but I mean, the emotions are high. The Shatter unable to be guarded, but Toad coming in. Gluttony dies to Zoom, but Toad gets another. The Toad Show. Toad Show greater than Grime Time.
Yeah, we're
Grime
sitting
does
in
cut
the
him
middle
down,
of a forest. We're sitting in the middle of a forest by a pond because all I'm seeing is nothing but toads.
True.
And they're running in here with like what 4 ults? Like they can really just keep this rolling.
I mean, Excel has quite a few ults themselves. They don't have as many. They're not as close.
They can't really combo them too well though. Is what they have. You know, pull.
Well, they have to shut Toad
Doom
down.
ult, pull like hog, pull anything.
Zoom's gonna go in far as he uses his punches, goes in a little aggressive here in my opinion. On the hog. Fancy gonna probably be picked off here. He's falling extremely low. Will be able to keep himself up, and Toad finds another 2. He gets a 3rd. Toad. I don't know if he toggled. This guy's nutty.
I mean, can we get an SR check on this man? He's 5k at least.
I just watched him struggle to kill Master, so I'm gonna say he's not toggled, but
True. I mean, every bronze has their day, of course. But you know, they're rolling pretty good.
to be honest, the thing is, this is the first time we really see Toad excel. That was-
Yeah, I mean, he's finally off the okay, I mean, that happened.
The
He's
May,
finally off the
yeah.
May.
And Excel gonna not really need the ult there as they shouldn't anyways, as they put in Anarchy, finds Massa. He's been giving this Baptiste immortality, giving him the ability to one-shot per arrow. So that's going to be huge about finding picks. They are still even. Papa Smurf is on the point, and they've gotten Excel into this tiny room, which is not going to be good when Fancy gets this hog ult, which should be coming up just about now. Liver is going to fall now. Fancy, it's up to you. You could just ult, or you could probably win it without it. I mean, Fancy's falling low now.
Still kind of a low.
Are they going to lose it?
No, you got a hog there. Hog just kills them all.
I mean, there's 4 of Excel on the point. The beat's gonna come in, the dragons as well. Famel is gonna be caught right in that, and the Shatter's gonna have Fancy down. Fancy barely kept up. He does have his ult, and Toad has 2 somehow.
You have to remember, they have to kill people, otherwise nothing happens.
Toad, they just need Toad. It's the Toad show. It's when Toad is there, they win the fight. He's killing the whole teams. Toad, go off, he gets another. Toad, stop.
Toad.
It's like when Smash when you're winning a game.
Yeah.
Toad. Dude, this guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just WTing into spawn right now. I mean, he's really just put his team on his back. It's actually insane. You know, this is a repeat of map 5, and if he can keep this momentum, Fried have this in the bag. Like,
If Fried wins this map and wins this game, Toad should be MVP. No question about it. This guy.
If Fried win this game, Cry has to do a shoey on stream.
I don't have any, of what? I don't have anything with me, dude. Of water?
No, we'll get you. We'll Uber you some beer. Don't worry.
Some milk? Ew. I'll do a shoey at the awards ceremony. How about that?
What ceremony? Oh, one of them, eh?
Well, we got a lot of awards. Bomb finds Anarchy as Fried is making progress, but I mean they still have quite a ways to. They still have to get this last bit. Somehow Fancy is working. I mean, Excel does have this point. They've gotten the time bank down very low, so even though it looks like Fried has quite a bit of an advantage, Excel's in a great spot.
Yeah, they really are. And now they're on this. Yeah, I was about to say the Fancy's got to switch off this Roadhog because there's just no synergy between a Reinhardt and a Hog. They both want to play very differently. So we now got Fancy back on the Diva. I mean, it's looking pretty good for Fried here. They got a lot.
Zoom's going to be up there with him. Famel and Zoom versus Fancy. Fancy will be forced to drop. Excel now on the tire will be up. Anarchy sniping the tire out of the air. The Dragon's coming through. It's going to be through Liver. Standing in the middle. Toad finds another. Toad's going to get grimy. Toad falls. The shatter is huge. Anarchy's going to go down. Gluttony finds Zoom. And the cart only has a bit of space left. The counter shatter's big as well. It finds Famel. Firecracker on Dion in the back. The beat's coming out. The High Noon unable to get anyone. The bomb gets one. Zoom versus Toad. The shield just staying around long enough. Papa Smurf is down. Gluttony goes down as well. Fried unable to push that through. Unless Toad can bring it through. Can Toad bring it through? Can they bring it?
Come on, Toad.
It's just one on cart. It's just Famel. Moss is there as well.
Good for now.
The snipe by Anarchy gives Fried the push.
Oh my god. What is this?
Score
What is happening?
2-3. Switching sides.
Fried just, got the 3 points there. 20 seconds remaining, which isn't a ton. But a lot of the time you never really even see this map taken to the end. There's a lot of distance Excel want to take if they even want to stay in this right now.
Yes,
If
this
they want
is this game is ridiculous. I mean, I don't think we will. It's gonna be a while. This is like the most intense game since Fission versus Excel during the season, which was poorly casted because the VOD was deleted.
Oh my god.
No audio on the VOD, and I had to cast it.
That was such a
off of the
good one. I
Discord stream.
casted too. Unlucky.
All of them are good. All of them are good, Cookie.
Attackers incoming.
I appreciate
in
that.
30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, you work for free, so I it's very helpful when you cast.
You kind of have to say that,
Yeah.
obligated. Wait. I'm just fanning around. Why is there a chair on top of one of these roofs? At least for me, anyway. On one of these roofs, somehow there's been a chair misplaced or displaced, rather.
I don't know. I've never seen this Lucio billboard before. Why are there only Overwatch League or Overwatch people? Like, are there other musicians? Because only music I see being sold is Lucio. Does Lucio go to these areas and just put up billboards? Like, does he advertise when he's at these different towns?
I mean, maybe he's assassinated every other musician. You know, he's got the power to. He
broke it down.
So just going for the full rotate. They're gonna have to push into the spam again. Which, if you remember Havana, this is the spam they ran that just kind of completely stopped Excel from moving.
Toad is on his favorite Swedish character. Famel's gonna go in, almost gets D-Mech there, and Toad will find Grimy. That's gonna be a huge pick. They do give up a tick, but it looks like they're in control. Liver's gonna go down as well. They do get the anti-in, and the Zoom's gonna try to find Firecracker, but
man, Toad on the Torbjorn and the Doom all day, a man after my own heart. Honestly, he's got a bit of BM in chat, which I'm not the world's biggest fan of BM, but I mean the way he plays, it's you know, I'm all over it like white on rice. But I mean, one tick is good, but I mean, Fried were in control that entire time. They've got 2.5 minutes. They've got plenty of time to make something work just to take this 1 point. But it's still like they've got to be able to find out what to do here.
Excel pushing in, just kind of holding this weird angle here. This spam kind of gives Fry the advantage. That's the odd part about it. Grimy will find Fancy early though, and that's not going to be good for the Fried. They need that hog for a major source of their damage. Toad's going to fall extremely low as well. He's going to need support, and he's going to go down next. Fried unable to hold for any longer, and it's going to be a very similar push times for either team. Both kind of got it around that 2-minute mark.
I mean, the spam comes good up there, but I don't know. One shield is pretty lacking. Especially with an Orisa shield. I honestly would have opted for the Sigma over the Roadhog. I know you want to run the Roadhog, but it's not the best option. Roadhog's still pretty trash unless you're finding a lot of value, and just unfortunately we weren't finding that value there.
I mean, both teams' position, we do see Excel getting some cart progress here as Fry kind of backs up. They gave up that first corner, so they're going to try to back to a second one. Pop is now going to be swinging on cart, and Anarchy finds Grimy. Pop is going to be anti, so he's going to be forced to back up as he can no longer gain heals. Excel is going to push in, even though they're down 1. They're going to nano Excel. Eat your liver. He does have the shatter. I thought they grabbed for some reason. Eat your liver finds Gluttony. They're going to Dragons as well. Fry needs a counter pick, and they find Famel. Fancy's going to go down meanwhile, and Toad's going to be low. Excel, Zoom finding the picks they need as they keep this cart rolling. Fried needs to find an answer or it's all over.
And then this is another thing I talked about. We've mentioned it many times before. Is just Fried keep over, like they ult when they just don't need to. Excel used 3 ults there at least just to take out a couple people. But they invested B so late, and it didn't save anyone, and it was just kind of...
Excel gonna take the second point with 4 minutes. Fried need to find an answer, or this game is done. They still will get a push no matter how much time Excel has. It's gonna be a very similar case to what happened on Anubis.
Actually nutty. Actually nutty what's going on here.
Fried doesn't have any ults too, and they just lost a fight, which is kind of the problem they're in. Famel has the grab, and Fancy needs to eat it. They're giving card space. They're not pushing in. They need to eat this grab. If they do not eat this grab, this game is done. The huge pick by Anarchy. They might pour more ults in. Papa Smurf is anti up. They get the grab off, but they already killed the other Hanzo. Zoom, they didn't combo. 2 go down as well, but the spawns will be in the Fried advantage. The shatter is out. The bomb unable to find anyone as the rest of Fried's gonna be falling. They need to keep stalling. If anything, the Dragons finds Dion though, and Liver's gonna be low as well. Liver being barely kept up. The shatter. Fried, bring it back.
Again, maybe not needed the shatter there, but I mean, in those moments, you just want to clean it up and get it done with. So, you know, not too harsh
Huge
there.
stagger on Famel. This will probably draw another minute out of the Excel time. Toad.
Damn it, Toad.
You
The
can
beard
stall until the other
is
team pushes in.
You know, that happens. But I mean, both teams pretty even when it comes to ult. But they've got, you know, one team has the dragon, but nothing really to combo it. And the other, Fried, having the Mail online, which is, you know, so strong by itself.
You got the Mail, you got both supports as well. Both are great ults to use. I don't know why they use Gluttony's ult a little aggressive there. So they could have had a little more value if they just waited just a tiny bit. Liver's going to be falling extremely low. They're going to nano him up. And in response, they're going to Mail. But Zoom is going to find him with the dragons. The beat's going to come through. They need to find some picks. Fried are down in this fight. They need to put a stop to Liver's rampage. Papa's going to go down next. Fried unable to find any picks on their own side. The dragon's going to come through, but it's going to be a little late. He finds Grimy. But there's just not enough people left. It's just Firecracker on the point. He's going to fall. Papa unable to get to the point. And it's going to be Excel with the time bank advantage. Will this be it?
This is 3-3, right? This is map 7, right? Am I going crazy?
Switching sides.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I mean, we're so close to either team taking this out. Excel definitely having the advantage here, but it's still so tight. A minute 47 might not even matter. It's actually mental right now. I don't know what's going to happen here. I really don't. It's yeah, draw. Imagine drawing here. Oh dear.
That's supposed to be playing that game.
So
If we draw this, I quit.
quit.
Kidding.
Quit. All right.
I'm tired, man. I think Excel has it. I honestly think Excel has it, and it hurts me to say I wanted Fried to win so bad. I mean, wait, that's not good. I'm biased. I mean, I wanted.
Biased here, but it's still that.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm
no
not
one wants
biased
the
because I
best
hate
team to win.
Excel. They beat us last year they beat us last season in finals. So obviously you'd want the other team to win. I mean, this is a great game. Whoever wins deserves the win. Don't clip that, please.
But I mean, Fried are rolling out here. They're just rolling the Ryan Zaya, the
I
typical.
mean, we're not seeing the hog, which I'm happy about because it's not really needed.
We don't want another Mortal Sky. I mean, no, that wasn't really his fault there, but still.
I mean, you get a nice headshot by Hanzo. What can you really do? It's
now they don't get another. Oh my god.
Fancy as well. Zoom.
They have to struggle busting this one fight. They have to win this one fight. And
Waltz online, not even close.
nothing.
is
It's
it.
one dry fight.
This is what it's all come down to. This one fight. I mean, they can still defend it, and we go into another map. But this is what it's it. This is it. The last. This could be the last map. Hopefully, last map. This could be what's gonna wrap it up. They need to touch. The anti's huge, but I mean, they still have time to wait it out. If they C9, this would have been the most ridiculous T9 in history. They're back on. Papa Smurf trying to find value. He's on Liver. They need to focus Liver out. The pin goes in, unable to find anyone. Papa, you're a little too deep. Toad's gonna go down. Excel is in control. Anarchy's going down as well. Excel has won. They have fended off the Fry push.
Jesus. I mean, just completely dominant there. They didn't even give Fried a chance now. The best Fried can hope for is a reset here, is to draw the map and go in again. Oh, God.
I'm tired.
I mean, it could end
It's
here.
so sad, dude. What a way to end it. Getting,
It really is.
I mean, Fried can do it, but I mean, what's their mental like? Like,
Just
if I
run
was in their
hard.
situation, I would be so boomed. You're so close. You can almost taste the victory, the one you've been prepping for, the one that everyone said you weren't able to get. And now you're in a situation where it might not be happening, as you need to defend.
Especially after what we saw here on this map. Oh, fancy.
Why are you running hog?
No, why would you run hog with a Reinhardt?
Attackers
Whoa, you're
incoming
running
in
hard.
30 seconds.
Literally running Ryan and Sigma for so long, and it was working so well. Fancy doing insane on the Sigma, and they're just throwing it
This
away.
map, I don't understand. I don't understand if they've been practicing some weird comps. They're just going with it. I'm gonna go with just going with it from some of the things I've seen Syntax say, or not Syntax, Cajun say. But I mean, it's just you don't see Hog in this meta
3.
unless
Hog is literally one of the worst tanks. He doesn't have a place.
he feeds a lot of ult charge. It's gonna be tough to run.
Yeah,
And I mean-
Fancy literally has to carry his ass off here, getting picks left, right, and center constantly to really have any more value compared to anything else. Excel's probably just seen it to have a red hunger. Oh, he's
Liver
in.
can go in and Fancy's already anti up. Liver able to push in because he has that Zarya bubble, and Papa Smurf does not.
Oh my god, Femel's already so high charged. Basically,
Femel's super high
their
charge.
own red
Papa
hog.
Smurf is getting pushed into. They see the wall come out. Papa Smurf is antied up. They don't have immortality. Papa's gonna fall, but so does Femel. Is this it? Is this the final fight? Fried. They get Eat Your Liver. They get Grimy. They're bringing it back. It's not over for Excel as they still have 2 minutes, but this fight will not be the last one.
I mean, I'm clenching throughout this whole thing. 2 more minutes to go. And ult's kind of all over the place right now. Toad's on with ult online. Super strong ult can just finish a fight up straight away. And it needs to do that. They need to invest only that and find as much value as they can from it.
They're gonna go in now. The Nano up Eat Your Liver. They wall him off. They find the May ult. They're gonna freeze him up. He's gonna be alone on cart. Liver's gonna fall. They get him. They find Liver. They're gonna Nano Papa Smurf in return. They need to follow it up with some more picks. They've engaged a lot. The Hanzo's gonna be stuck in there, but Zoom finds Anarchy in response.
That's the big pick. If they can reset here quick enough, Zoom's gonna be coming in here real fast. You know, we got Firecracker going to pick him up from spawn, but it's still, you know,
A minute left. Pride needs to defend for a full minute. They're just gonna. Excel is just farming the Grab Dragon. They need to stop that Grab Dragon combo. That is the only thing that is, if they grab Dragon, this fight is over. Is the only thing keeping them in this game. Grimy's gonna use the ult. The Shatter finds Femel. Femel is stuck in that Dragon. The counter Shatter though. Papa Smurf is gonna be kept up by that beat. Will fall. Fancy finds 2.
oh my god.
They find the picks. Zoom finds another 2. They use everything. They use dragons. They've engaged the ults they need for the grab.
They have to
Zoom
get
is
more
still stuck
support
up.
here.
They still need to fight. They still need to
They're gonna
kill
die.
these last couple people. Zoom's gonna get hooked. Zoom is down. The ball. They're on a ball for some reason. They had time to regroup up. They're back on the dive. They don't have Zoom. They don't have Femel's grab.
10 seconds
Come
remaining.
on, everyone. Just a little bit longer.
Toad is very close to his male. Will we be seeing a map 8? Liver's gonna go in. He's gonna fall first. The dew is coming out. The male's gonna be out as well. Nanoed up on the right. He's gonna be swinging 2 more drop. Excel do not have the numbers to win that fight, and we will be going into map 8.
What is happening? Literally, by far, one of the most insane games I have ever watched
Holy
in this
shit.
like.
I'm so I'm emotionally
Honestly,
distraught.
They actually manage
I'm physically shaking. I don't know.
actually
Play
drawing
of the game.
map 7.
Thank you.
Yeah, please. Please. This is-
Liver, I have to say, throughout this series, we've seen Liver's play increase tenfold. We do not, when we're not seeing the counter pick on top of Fancy, we do not see this Zarya, we do not see a Sigma. Liver is able to swing and dominate as he does. Femel, why would you throw away your grab?
Mhm.
Why did you threw away the combo that would have won that fight and the season, dude?
Yeah, that is super unfortunate. You know, they could have just reset there. That's such a powerful thing. It's just to reset when you have the advantage.
I
and
mean,
then-
it's not all on him. Zoom, he threw away his grab because he didn't have it, and Zoom also threw away his Hanzo. which was he almost got it through, but I mean, it's not really a game of almost. We're gonna hand it over to our analyst desk just to give us a little bit of a break, catch a breather. We're loving this stream though, so stay tuned for more or watch our analyst desk.
All right. Welcome to Our Beautiful Faces again. I'm Kyle here with Syntax. Probably not for the last time. Probably got one more time after this, but finally a map 8. This is actually like I'm at a loss for words.
This is the craziest match I've ever seen in my life. Just constant back and forth, all over the place. The casters are tired. We're tired. I mean, we haven't done that much, but
I mean, all I've been doing is eating like freezer pops. I'm on number 30. In the past, in this cast, I've actually eaten 30 popsicles, but that's aside from the point. This is ridiculous. Like, Toad is popping off.
Toad going crazy. Fancy going crazy there at the end, pulling it back even though they lost 2 in that Grav Dragon. They should have saved that Grav Dragon, I do agree. If they would have saved that Grav Dragon, came in with the Lucio speed boost, launch your Reinhardt past launch your Zarya past their Reinhardt so you can get a good Grav, have your Hanzo in the back so it can't get messed up, and then just at least get 3 with it, it's an easy win fight.
Yeah,
even if you end up losing the Zarya there, it's still an easy win. I mean, all they needed was what, 1 tick?
I believe so, yeah. And they both full held it. It's just small mistakes coming from XL. Like, poor switches, like really a bunch of just regrettable mistakes. Like, they could have ended it like 8 times, but I don't think we will be having a map 9, unfortunately. I think we'll have to go into an undrawable map. As much as I'd want it to go to a map 9, I don't think it'll be happening today. But
yeah,
who are your MVP candidates? I know we've said this like millions of times before, and this is happening, but I've got to point out Toad. If Fried can win this, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Toad's just going crazy right now. Fancy did pretty good in that last one, but he didn't have the very consistent game all day. You also got Papa Smurf. He's been doing really good on that Reinhardt, and it's just been all around good for both teams. Like, they both deserve a round of applause.
Oh yeah, 100%. You couldn't have asked for a better grand finals here. Like, make sure if you're really enjoying this like we are, drop the follow, give us your money, do anything you want. Start a hype train in the chat. Why not? We've got like 100+ viewers. Like, this is actually nuts. But like, yeah, this is such a fantastic game. I'm so ready to see the ending of this. Maybe Cajun like actually wins something. Like, that's actually nuts. So yeah, this is gonna be great.
This is
Anyway.
yeah.
Awkward silence.
Are we going back to the cast?
Yeah, let's.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm sorry for being so papega that I get fired, man. Unlucky.
True. Yoinked away. Carl's permission has taken too many popsicles, has frozen his brain. And I mean, I don't know about you, Cry, but my brain here is fried.
What? Your brain's fried? I just hear fried, dude. I'm like, fried. You're giving me like PTSD, dude.
I'm not sure. My brain's excelled to the next level.
Oh, but we get to go into a map 8, an escort. I mean, technically, it can draw. Highly unlikely, very highly unlikely. But I mean, it's Excel versus Fried. Maybe it does. I don't know.
I don't even know, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm giving you the forehead, and the hair cam, cat cam, dog cam, hair cam.
Oh, with the backgrounds, like body parts just disappear. Look, I got no arm. This is all we got left on the stream. I've got nothing else to do except for just make my arm disappear. But anyway, are the teams ready? Are the teams mentally ready? Rialto. They said Rialto twice. tweets.
Hey, don't get snappy at me. I'm tired.
Oh dear. Imagine.
Okay.
So even if Fried somehow managed to lose this, the fact that they took Excel to 8 maps is insane. Regardless.
Big shout out to Professor Oak for the 200 bits. He's our producer as well, so show him some love. And as well for Wavy for the follows. I'm unsure if okay. Also, thanks for the follow, Pandas Pilot, a creamy meme, or Ben as we know him in the server. And I have no idea how to pronounce this. Would you like to give it a try?
You did duty.
You did duty. You did, you die.
Yeah,
You know.
appreciate it. I'm sorry if we butchered it. I mean,
Absolutely did.
It's tough.
I'm terrible at the names, but I'll blame my accent for it. It was just the accent ruined it, you know?
if I have a heart attack on stream,
Initiating.
I'm sorry. That'd be bad. But I mean, this game is so intense.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you know, there's the straw poll you'll see in chat at some point to vote for who you think should be MVP of this match here. I mean, you know, it won't be exactly that, but it's definitely another vote to who we decide and who you decide.
At least they can't tie this map unless no one gets cart progress. Which
That's
if
what
no
I'm
one gets cart
saying.
progress, I'm actually done. I'm done. Okay.
Like if
Y'all
they
can-
manage that, like
Y'all can
that's
cast your
insane.
own last map.
True. Get Master in here and get like I don't know, Firecracker, I suppose. Just get them playing and casting at the same time.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, we got Cajun in here. Why isn't Cajun in here? That's the question. I mean, obviously be a little biased, but I mean, you know,
Oh my god, yeah, get Cajun and get
Cabbage-
Cabbage Head.
Cajun and Cabbage Head. I mean, I think it'd be pretty interesting. Just have them argue over each other about which team's better.
5,
I don't know why they're not running Ryan Sig, but Papa Smurf is back on this Orisa comp on
Pause,
the attack.
pause. We need a pause immediately. So it's still only the second pause, which is crazy. But yeah, that's fun. We're trying to get to map 8 here. Can you guys just play?
Why are we pausing? Please. Okay, they're ready. I'm unpausing. Wait.
please don't. MVP, please don't swear. I've already used up all our, you know, me and Crab already used up all our swears.
Yeah,
for the
we've
stream.
used. Man, there's people. We apologize for any swearing. I know it just happens as we've been casting for so long. It's
Remember
very
the
tough
intensity
to-
of this match.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes you something happens so ridiculous. Your only response is a curse word. I'm not just gonna swear there, but sign
it's
against
just to
it.
say the word that you're not supposed
Yeah.
to say. Interesting strategies coming out from both teams here. Not really sure what anyone's trying to do here. Everyone's a little bit scared.
I mean, everyone's just on edge. Famel
Oh,
goes up a little
no.
aggressive there. Famel, can you get out? He does get out. Fancy's
That's a
now
good Fancy
a little
down.
far on his own, but Liver, no Liver, you were on the wrong side of that immortality. He does get the pin out. Are they gonna somehow keep Liver alive here? It looks like they are.
Liver hits Toad with a no you, and I mean, Famel should have died there. Liver should have died there. But neither of them did, and they won that fight somehow.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these Excel players, even though it's a very new roster, we will see Dion, Famel, and Cabbage Head getting their second back-to-back rings. You know, this is some dynasty things. I mean, I've heard that they're splitting up the team after the season. I mean, it's good for competition. Keeps everything fresh.
Toad just jumped back up on the high ground. No trouble. I mean, it seems like no one really knows what to do here.
It's a very weird comp to run in. Eager Liver's gonna go and swing it. He's been nanoed up, and the anti is huge. The shatter is huge. I'm gonna have a hard time for sure.
Like, I don't know why they're running the spam composition in this area. They're having to take this close quarters fight. And it's just not working at all. At least come down like the corridor or something so you can get some range on them. But you're just sitting there so close to them trying to spam them down. Like, that doesn't work. That's not how you play the game. They're trying to go for the dive Farm Mercy, which, I mean, it's good. It's a good, good comp. But it's the first time we've seen anyone run Pharah on this map.
I mean, it's very interesting they're running dive on this Rialto map. I'm surprised they're not going to the Rhine. They win these Rhine matchups. I don't understand why. If you win a Rhine matchup almost every time, like you run it, why wouldn't you just run it?
Yeah. No, Toad's gonna be careful because
He's going in
got
very
that,
aggressive. Your Papa Smurf's gonna fall to Famel. They use the dragons as well. Anarchy finds Grimy. And they do get Dion in the back. Toad finds Liver, but Famel will ban Fancy off. But
so that's the tricky thing about the Farm
actually
Mercy.
having a lot of people on this card actually able to win this fight. Mass is going to go down next. It's just Famel left. The tanks are coming back, but just they don't have the time. The dive works. How does it work? I don't know, but it works.
You're running that Farm Mercy. You think you win the fight because you killed someone, and you no longer see anyone. There's no one on the cart. You think you're good, but all of a sudden she drops out of the sky and takes out your Reinhardt. And, you know, it's kind of done. And then as well, with the Mercy buff as well, it's just come through. Mercy's healing a little bit more than usual as well, so it's not even that awful to be flying around.
Yeah, I mean,
double hit scan, like it's good, but double hit scan doesn't do well against dive.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's all about their tanks getting in on their DPS before their Pharah gets picked off. If the Pharah goes one-on-one, it's gonna be very difficult for them to find value, but Dion is picked off early. Anarchy, huge bomb, finding a major support player, and Fried just going in deep. They're gonna nano the Tracer up. Unsure how valuable that was gonna be as Anarchy just kind of zoned out there.
I mean, even still, like, the Nano's really strong, don't get me wrong, but pushing them all back, holding them there, and that High Noon is super strong to take out Toad. But now there's nothing that can really contest Toad until this Nano.
They're gonna throw the bomb in. This could be big. Finds no one though. Famel getting a little aggressive with that Papa Smurf, going in, almost had his ult, which would have kept him up, but just unable to use it. Toad will be behind on this far, looking for the ult. I think it's time for him to switch, as Fried is forced to back out.
I don't know. I feel like just staying on for a little bit longer is fine, especially right at the start. There's a lot of ults to work with here. We got, you know, you can use Bomb to bait out a lot of abilities with ults and shield, and then come in with Toad, keep him alive, and he should be able to find a fair bit of value with this Pharah ult. They've got a good opportunity to take this point here, but especially after this point, you do want to switch.
Papa has the monkey ult. They also have the bomb, but they find Fancy early. The bomb finds Liver as it is even still. Papa's gonna go down next, and it looks like Fried is gonna be losing this fight. Dion is low. The bomb is out. Finds one. Anarchy, can he keep it going for his team? Grimy would be the next target. Unsure.
They're just losing the aggression here, though.
And Grimy finds Anarchy. I mean, it looks like Fried should be done there. Toad's gonna go down next.
They had a good res there, and they had a good pick. They should have just gone with the aggression. They had no main heal left, but again, we're just seeing Fried.
They had to go deep on Grimy. They had to push him by giving them that time. They were able to group up.
Exactly, and group up and stabilize completely. Because Grimy had a couple of direct rockets on him. He was a little bit lower as well. Just W key onto him, take him out because he's the only threat left. But they're taking it slow, and they're staying on the dive. A little bit questionable here now at this point, but they got Toad on the Doomfist at the very least.
Monkey's going in, he's nanoed up, he's going in hard. Liver is antied up as well. Liver looks like he's gonna fall. The Monkey, why? Papa, unsure of how Kree works, and the Shadow's gonna be cleaning up the rest of Fried. They do get, Toad does find one on Grimy. But it looks like they will be unable to cap second. They're going to be able to jump around on this backside. But even that, it's going to be very difficult. They will be able to get a touch off or not. They don't get the touch. I mean, Firecracker is able there, but yeah, that will be it for the Fried push. They're going to be staggering slowly, but they just don't have the numbers or the ults.
No, and I don't know. It's super unfortunate to say that. I mean, after 8 maps, you're going to be kind of boomed a little bit. Mentally and physically, and that's kind of what's happening here.
You've just been so tired. Neither of these teams have subs.
So like once they brought out the Brig as well, as soon as they brought out the Brig, they should have been switching off that dive. Can you imagine trying to melt through an entire team full of armor as Winston? That's
As we
just
have a quick-
not going to happen.
Yeah. As we have a quick second, thank EGOW and Green Uwu for the follow.
Yeah, oh yeah. But I mean, now you know, Excel definitely have the chance to just finally win this. There's no draw. There's no draw.
There's no draw
It's
chance.
impossible.
This will be the last push of the whole season of the game. Well, I should have done this in the better order. Of the game, of the season, in altitude history. No, we're having a third season. You can sign up. But of the game and of season 2 and of the playoffs, this is it. This is the last attack. All been leading up to this moment.
Oh, that's crazy. And we're going for the spam again. Which is just, it's so strong. Spam is such a strong composition, but Fried just don't play it well. And like they find value in it, but they're playing it so unoptimally.
If they can
That
run
the reason that
they can run the same span that they ran on Havana, they can win this map. They full held
Absolutely.
Havana.
But you're running different DPS as well. You're running the Hanzo and the McCree and the Mei, which have a lot less damage than a Torbjorn and a Hanzo. You can't beat them out before they get to you. You've got to be playing split here, so they don't really have a target to focus before you gun them down. But they put all their eggs in one basket, and I mean Reinhardt. I don't know if you've ever seen Reinhardt smack a bag of eggs, but we're surely gonna get cracked.
Yeah, no, I see that all the time. It's a regular occurrence.
Yeah, I mean,
Smacking eggs.
where's the Easter event? Overwatch, give it to us.
Why do other games get to celebrate Easter? And Excel being able to push on the shield as all they have to do is walk through. Liver does get damaged quite a bit, but he's going to be kept up. He has no shield now. Liver falling extremely low. The spam, they need to find the picks. This is how the spam went last time, except they were able to find the picks. If they don't find the picks, they're wasting their time. The anti as well. Blooddy's going to use his ult there, and they're going to be backing way up. Can they use Gluttony's ult to get some value here? They need to. Liver's going to be nanoed up now, and they're going to use B as well. All the ults are out. Masa's going to go down, and Famel is demeched. Liver is going in hard. The Shatter gets stunned out of it. Liver is stunned out of his Shatter. This team is just, who is left? Liver's going to go down next. Drop the wall.
Man, they really hold that until the last second, which frustrates me so much. The spam, like I said, spam is so good, and they're just playing it a little bit suboptimally. And spam is such a strong composition that I feel like they could be doing a lot better if they just played it a little bit better. But I mean, it's still working for the most part. They're down to 2 minutes to defend at one point. They've got some really strong ults, and they're managing to definitely struggle bust it at the very least.
This is the most intense game I've ever watched or spectated. Actually, those are the same thing. Ever casted or watched. I mean, Fried is way up in the ult bench. They're going to use the Hanzo ult first, but they have the Mei. Anarchy finds Dion. They're going to use Mei as well, and Grimey's going to have a Sigma in his face. He's going to find no one. Fried poured almost everything in there, though, but so did Excel. So with Excel, 2 minutes left. They have to find an answer. They have 2 minutes left.
But Famel over onto the Orisa now. I don't know. Ryan Orisa doesn't do too well when you're playing in this kind of, you know, you're trying to walk forward. You're going to be playing it so slowly now, and you have no spam. You now have a McCree and a Doomfist. You want to be brawling, not playing it slow.
They're going to be pushing in yet again. They use the back ult, and the anti is huge. They counter it with the beat, and Liver will be nanoed up. He's going to be looking for swings. He misses the charge, but Liver finds Anarchy a little out of position there. Is that the pick? Excel needs to win this fight. Liver's going to be able to keep swinging, and the anti is going to find Papa Smurf. Excel looking like they should be able to get this point here, as only Toad is able to get one. It looks like they used just a little too much there. And Excel now has 3 minutes to finish off this map.
No, I don't really think we get such a big time bank. But they got 3 minutes to get it all the way around the bend. But now, now Fried well and truly have the spawn advantage at the very least for them. They got to play this super well if they want any chance of walking home with that invisible trophy. And they're like $5 each player gets.
Exactly, but that $5, dude, that's bragging rights.
That is. If I was in that position, I'd like be, framing and putting it on my wall,
Exactly. It's $15 actually, depending on how you split it.
Pagu.
Ian Liver's looking for the shatter. He gets stunned out again. He's up in the air. The Sigma ult is huge. The 2 picks are out on the side of the Fried. Grimy goes down as well. Anarchy is cleaning this team up. Famel is going down low as well. Excel still has tons of time.
Man,
Fried is using their ults so well.
The way I play these escort maps drives me nuts. They're playing it like typically you want to try and play it so you have as many fights as possible, but they're trying to make the least amount of fights. They're literally playing 1 fight per area, like 1 position per point.
Papa Smurf has the bongo out. He's looking to use it at basically whenever possible. They're going to use the ults, Gluttony and the bongo. They double it up. That's going to be a ton of damage, and Liver's going to fall very, very quickly. They use the Doom ult, but Zoom going to get stunned up and forced back. So Fried uses 2 ults there, and Excel will be up with 3 ults to Fried having nothing.
Fried has nothing. They have to play only on what they have as abilities. They have to have this wall count. It has to be super important here.
They need a pick. They need a wall.
And W key.
It is up to Toad to wall this team off when they nail the Rhine.
They literally need a hero play here. That's all they can hope for. Good rotation.
The Nano's coming out. This is it. The beat is out as well. Eat Your Liver finds Toad. Anarchies goes down. Papa Smurf goes down. And I think that is it.
That's it. There's no way. I mean, this is literally what I just said.
The champions. Altitude Esports Mock Overwatch League champions. New York Excel, unless they can bring it back, I don't see it happening. Excel are your Altitude Esports Mock Overwatch League champions for the second season in a row.
Dude.
I'm gonna have a heart attack at the age of 19.
Exactly. The game's getting so close, but I mean, this is just what it was. They weren't ult tracking or something here. There was such good ults online for them, and they weren't in a position to be able to deal with them. They let a Nano Reinhardt with Beat just walk into them with Bongo, just in the perfect position Excel wanted. That's exactly what they wanted, and they just jumped in and did it.
Out of everything that happened, even though Excel won, Fried, chin up. You played some of the best Overwatch that I've seen in this league in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, you kept up with a team that everyone thought was unbeatable. People thought this was going to be a 4-0. I mean, you made it a 4-3 with going into 8 maps. There's nothing else you can do. It's all on the table. Excel champions again. Resident Sleeper as a Toronto Deviant player. That hurts me. But yeah. Now we get to the crowning of the finals MVP, grand finals MVP. For all our viewers out there, we will be closing a straw poll. And thank you all for watching, donating, anything. It's super helpful. It helps our league run. It really shows how much you guys love what we do, and it makes us feel really good. I mean, that's why we do it.
A lot of support coming in.
Let's hand it over to our analyst desk just so they can talk about who we think the player of the match is going to be. And then we'll get right back to you.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Welcome back to the analyst desk once again. Hopefully we don't have an awkward pause ending it off this time. But yeah, I'm Kyle again, with Syntax, of course. And what an absolute fantastic end to our season. Like, there's no better way that could have gone. Like, absolute. What a crazy game.
That was just so crazy. One of the things that I noticed at the very last fight that no one on Fry did was it Famel on the Orisa, right?
I believe so.
Famel on the Orisa put his supercharger up on the high ground, and it reached everyone on his team, and no one on Fried saw it. And that just gave his team such a big boost. Everyone underestimates the supercharger because it dies so quickly, but that was a crazy play.
Yeah, for sure. And like, it was just overall, I like, thank God that like we couldn't draw that. Like, just you can't even say the map was one-sided or this game was one-sided. Like one of the closest games this league has ever seen. Like Pride did an amazing job for such a new team and such little expectations too. Like it's actually crazy that Excel were able to pull it off again, and yeah, they're two-timers, baby. Fours and CDs in the chat. Like actually a crazy game. I gotta switch to my New York background too to rep the boys now, but yeah, what a game. Like
Fried really showed up there. They almost had it. It was last fight territory, last map possible, last point. I mean, they did so good. They almost had it with a team that, just became a brand new team at the beginning of playoffs. They did so good. I'm
Yeah.
very impressed.
for sure. I can't say it enough. What a game. Like thank you for both of these teams for giving like such a fantastic game to us. Like there's no way that this team could have gone any other way. Like what a game. Absolutely banger of an ending to our season. It's fantastic. I'm lost for words.
I'm gonna say thanks to EJOW for the follow. Gren Uwu. I don't know what the guy's thinking about having that name. Aqua OW and Rubles87. You guys all for the follow, and everyone that had followed and donated and subbed and everything tonight. Just thanks everyone.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we're going to be sending it back to our casters now. For the unveiling of the finals MVP, we want to thank everybody for voting on the straw poll. And thank you for hanging out with us. It's been a great night. It's been a great season. And yeah, we'll send it back to our casters now. Take it away, guys.
Thanks for that. I mean, we're back. I guess it's time to announce the finals MVP. Do you want to do the honors there, Cookie?
Absolutely. It was close. There was a lot of contest from everyone on the team of Excel getting super close. Everyone doing so well. There was a lot of, moments back and forth there between everyone. Some people kind of a bit better some maps and kind of worse other maps, but one of the people that stayed consistent the entire time and popping off the rest was Zoom. So we're going to have to give it to Zoom, and we're going to have to get him in here for an MVP interview.
Yeah,
Absolutely
let's get Zoom in
pog.
here. He was the player of the match. Okay.
Oh,
Yo, dude, how you feeling?
I am feeling great. I mean, I'm so happy that Fry didn't win. So that's pretty good.
I mean, if Fried don't win, that means you also win. So
Yeah, very true. It's a double win.
exactly. But you guys did super well. Got super close, absolutely down to the wire. Now I want to know. This is one of the things that's always interests me. Is like, what is your mentality? But there's like a lot more than what a lot of games are, where it's like 3-0 and it's kind of like, oh, how are you feeling in the beginning, and then like midway. But how are you feeling? It's just so close the entire time. We guys coming in cocky, and then how are you feeling when you guys got rolled?
We came in completely cocky. Like we came in saying 4-0, like within ourselves, not necessarily like talking to them, but we did not expect this. I mean, we like know they're like a great opponent, but we didn't expect it's gonna be close because our mental coming in was very, very strong.
Absolutely. And how are you feeling though? Like when you there was a point where I think they were like up 3-2, or there was something. They only needed one map, and you guys still needed 2, I think. What were you feeling in those moments where it's kind of like you have to clutch?
Absolutely. Yeah. In that moment, I'm just like, you know what? Like the pressure. Okay, you would think the pressure's on us, right? But like, I'm just talking about the team. Like the pressure's on them. They have to close this out. They have the lead. Like we just need to clean up. So it's weird. And also, I literally this went through my head. I remember Ryan. I said like 3 times, "It's May. It's not that hard." So I had to play some other heroes today and flex for him. So shout out to Ryan.
You absolutely did, and you flexed pretty well on it. You did exceptionally well. Like you said, it was less. You guys had to stay good with the mental when it came down to those points, but they did as well, even more so. And there was definitely moments where we saw them kind of falter and overcommit and just make mistakes, while you guys at least stayed consistent for the most part. There was no part where you guys went too crazy, and it's kind of what kept you in there. But I don't have too much for you today. The only other question is, who on your team would you shout out for carrying maybe as much as you did?
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, shout out to Grimy. He has like this has been a great chance for him to prove himself. I feel like no one has been more doubted than him, and like I feel like he really popped up today. He persevered through all that. Liver and then like Liver, I feel like we could definitely just rely on him always. And those big moments like at the end, like where he just cleaned up with Ryan, like it just felt like, you know, we never had any doubt that like we were gonna win that fight from that point on. I'm just gonna go through a shout out everyone because like honestly, there's absolutely no one that I don't want. Like, Famel is literally the most consistent. No one can play all the off tanks Famel can at like the level he can. Like there's nothing he can't do. Like he can do everything. And then Masa, I mean, he has been flexing. Like he's not only like really top tier at Lucio, but he's been flexing onto the brig. It feels good. Calden, of course, best Ana in the league. Like I've just been, and shout out to Zerg. He's always there coaching us. Like, you know, we decided to run just the same 6 for all playoffs, and he took it really well. Creamy took it really well. Shout out to him. Shout out to Kurosu. He showed up. Like
He showed up.
and in the earlier parts of the season, you know, he popped off. Everyone thinks he's a Smurf, I guess. So I mean, he's really good. Shout out to my girlfriend Victoria. She was sitting there watching the game the whole time. She's the greatest. Cabbage came in and played Lucio.
Yeah.
And he's a
That was a
off-tank
moment.
player. We were in a moment of desperation. He was there for us. Like everyone has just been so great, and I'm really happy that I got to be a part of this team. Shout out to Shocker because he's my friend. And yeah, that's all I really had to say.
Absolutely. You know, just everyone else in the country. I mean, you got any questions for a big MVP for the grand final, Crow?
I don't know, man. He said it all. I'm pretty boomed myself.
I had 2 questions there. Surely you can think of something. Ask what his favorite color is or something.
My favorite color is whatever color Fried's tears are. That's my favorite color.
They're black,
Absolutely,
Especially
yeah.
Toad.
Right.
Especially him.
Pretty
Alright.
pog.
Well, if Cry doesn't have anything else for you, I think that'll do for us today. You know, you guys did super well to bring out this. I don't know what the score is at the end. You know, those draws. I mean, I guess it has to be 4-3
yeah.
for the first to 4.
We
But
would
it's
say
still-
maps we won. That's all that matters.
Map 8, the biggest stream we've had in altitude history for now. You guys popped off, and now you get to go back. I'm sure you guys are gonna do something. I don't know, Minecraft or something. It's a bit late for you guys. Maybe you'll just have a nap together.
Yeah.
But you can go back
I'm
and
West
enjoy your
Coast. You know,
victory.
I'm chilling. It's my sister's birthday party right now, actually. But
Oh,
I missed it. You know,
true.
I had to rep for
Just-
team. You know, I can't miss
just,
this.
you know, that's it. But you know, go back to your team and you know, enjoy a victory well achieved.
Thank you guys for casting. Like always, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
No worries, dude. Thanks for putting on a good show. Alrighty.
Yeah, and let's hand it over to Sarth for the final words of the season.
Alrighty.
Hello, Steve.
Well, you guys are still beautiful faces on my screen, by the way. As we
I
close
try.
out. But again, thanks everybody. Just a quick recap, I guess, of everything that's happened, as it was a crazy game. 4-3. You got the New York Microsoft Excel bringing your season 2 Altitude Esports champions. We ended up crowning Cookie as the regular season MVP. We made Zoom our grand finals MVP. We had the absolute awesome duo of Cry and Cookie on the casting desk tonight. We had Syntax and Kyle as well. No one's paid here, so we've all spent a good 3+ hours bringing content to you guys because we really, really appreciate all that you guys do. We had we had Syntax, we had Juice all with a lot of bits, and there were other people as well. I'm just saying off the tops. We had Syntax
So
and
much.
Omega both throwing out the T1 subs to everybody else to help you guys get more content as well. So thanks shout out to them. I know there were others as well. I'm off top of the head. If you really want, we'll be back next season for season 3 in a few weeks.
If you want, it's up to them.
Yeah,
If you
definitely.
want.
If you want, the exclamation point Discord in the chat. That'll get you all the information you want, and we'll hopefully be back for next season for more content. And I've been sorry for most of the games for you guys. So have a good night. Thanks again for watching. We really appreciate everything you guys do. You guys are a great and active community. So thanks so much. Good night.
Yeah, and
Thank
stay
you very
tuned
much.
for other stuff going on the server. Have a good night.
Mhm.